Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning here. I got special guest Maxthegamer. I guess he's a little more of like a roommate than a guest anymore, but say hello to Max, everybody. Uh-oh. Max.
Hey guys.
Oh, there he is.
I am here. Sorry about that. I was busy looking at the Huracan STO and was literally not paying attention. Hello everybody.
Max is my CSR2 roomie, or CSR2 we gotta come up with a good term for that.
We're partners in crime.
All right. My getaway driver. All right, Thomas, Daring, Aclavia, Alex. Good to see you guys here. We got Gaming with Astro. Who else? I see a whole bunch of names here. So thanks for coming out so much, guys. I see NL Sting. Sometimes I just can't read, right? Who else do we got here today so far? We got Robert FMD. We got Aaron Rail 85. We got John CSR2. Infamous Christian. Awesome to see you guys. No Tilt, Gamer 22XL. Thanks for coming out to the stream, everybody. Max, let me know when you want me to put your garage on.
We're going to use the content garage to talk a little bit about the Huracan STO. So that's what I have up at the moment. Let's go ahead and pop that on the screen and get this thing rolling.
And thank you to Nitro for CSR for letting me and Max share this content account.
Absolutely.
He sets it up for us and lets us use it, which is really cool of him. All right, so, oh man, it's like puke green. I thought we had one in a very different color.
Oh no, that's the Purple Star one, right?
Oh, okay.
You see the top 10 one behind us.
Okay.
So, yeah, I wanted to talk about the Gold Star because that's what most people will have. But you know, the Purple Star one obviously would be a little faster. So, since we got the legendary Golden Cup going, let's go ahead and take a look at this car and how it performs with and without stage 6s. And this way we can kind of get rolling and see if this cup is going to be a real headache or not. Now, a lot of people are saying the Golden Cup's not too bad, which should be the case. Have you? I know you haven't had the opportunity to try it, right?
No, I haven't messed with this car at all, actually. I kind of forgot about it.
Well, it's a pretty fast car at stage 5 only, Danny. I mean, you're looking at a 9.6 on the dyno, and this thing will outrun its dyno relatively easily. So, you know, fully maxed, it's obviously going to be a lot quicker, but let's take a look at stage 5 performance real quick, and then let's see how this car drives. Now, you and I were talking about this earlier, Danny, that all these new cars seem to drive the same. You notice that? Right?
Yeah, they're all very similar. They seem to be tuned alike, and somewhat tuned alike, and somewhat drive the same. It's weird.
Yeah, so there are little variations in the way they run, but almost all the new cars have this launch and go right to second thing. And then it's a matter of when do I go to third? And then is it nitrous third or nitrous fourth? Because those are the only two same gears that everybody does nitrous anymore, right? I'm not complaining because it beats dyno. See, take a look. Real easy.
Looks good.
9.45.
Dyno beater, guys. And girls,
9.45 on a 9.6. Yeah, I like that. Now, can it possibly beat dyno by a lot more? I have a feeling, you know, if you do something like this, you probably could. But let's not mess with that yet. Let's put this thing up to a decent performance point, and let's see what we can do with the stage 6s real quick. Now, we know the stage 6 effects are different for different stage 6s. I'm just going to give you the top 2 real quick because everybody cares more about that. And the stage 6 effects video will be a separate project. So top 2 on this car looks like it's transmission coming in at number 1. Watch that. Okay, that's a nice little jump there.
What
And
if I don't want to watch that?
well, you don't have to. We can always switch to your screen, and then I'll just have to like in the background. But the transmission, you know. But check it out. It doesn't really read too much, right? It just more or less just tweaks the way the car is set up. But look at the time difference. You just jump from 9.6 to a 9.149. Actually, I screwed up somewhere here. Let me move over one. 9.149 is pretty impressive. And then check this out. We know it beats Dino, so this thing's going to run like an 8.9 on one stage 6. Isn't that great? You just got yourself a Harkness beater. So just like that, one stage 6 will take care of it. Of course, if you don't have this one, then you're screwed. But
nobody's going to beat my Sesto Elemento.
So that wasn't, I shifted low early out of second there. I think it's supposed to be around 4,100 is when you're supposed to do that. But hey, I think it'll still come in with a pretty good result here. Let's take a look. 8.901. All right.
Nice.
So
that's great, actually.
It's great, and it's a car that doesn't require a lot of tuning skills to get that. You just have to know how to drive it. So I think it's a good car. Legendary Golden Cup shouldn't be hard. You know, I have a lot of Lamborghini Fusions, but I'm still working on building my car on the main thing. So, all right. So Eclavia's been typing in that, did we see the change of the title in the Championship Showdown? Have you? I did. I just looked it up. It's interesting. They did change it. Check out the latest one. I'm not sure I'm happy with it.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, they now call it the go back over here. They call it the Prestige Cup Showcase. It's no longer the Championship Showdown.
That's all right. I don't see a problem with that.
But wait, it's still beta, which means they still haven't fixed anything. Let's take a look at
Yeah, what cars are available? A project.
I like to make fun of their beta thing because, good lord, it's been 2 years of beta.
Yeah,
so,
that's true. Has it really been that long since Showdowns have come out?
I think it's at least over a year well over a year. So
I'm not good at keeping track of time. Well, wait, the Prestige Cup car is not even on there, is it?
Well, not the latest one, which is surprising, right? You
These
would
are
think
all like old Prestige Cup cars.
Oh,
well, no, the Supra wasn't.
Which
At least
Supra?
the Supra's on there.
No, the Supra is a old PC car.
That's
PC
a Tier
car.
3. Never mind.
Tier 3, yeah. Then you got. I can't believe they still leave this in.
Frankenstein.
All right, so what do you think? Which one is the fastest one out of this batch? My money is on the Griffith. I think this one is probably the quickest out of them all. What do you think? I have to put my money on the Griffith.
The Griffith or the M5 competition, probably. I'd have to look it all up.
Yeah, I think the Griffith definitely will be a little faster, though.
I don't think that Project 8's a fast one. I don't think that 2014. Yeah, the Griffith's probably going to be
the dog, or
Griffith,
actually more a turtle. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, the Griffith's probably going to be the top dog on this one.
Yeah. Yep. So Kian is saying Griffith M5 then Project 8. I have a feeling that's correct. And don't forget, guys, just like every single showdown, the top 10 crews have a faster version, right? The Griffith, even though it's a PC car, it was first a milestone car. So even though, unless they locked that one out, which I think they did. I take it back. They locked it out. It's not available for this. Ooh, this might actually be a fair fight.
Normally,
I'm excited.
You can't. What I've noticed is every time I do have a purple starred version, I can't use it on anything. They always lock me out with my
the purple star, like paid versions, they tend to lock out. But remember, for the championship showdowns, they let the top 10 crews use their purple version. This one, though, no purple star cars in here, so we all have a fair shot at this. I kind of like this. So
yeah, I mean, that's definitely a good thing.
You got your merchandise, Danny? I see this big screaming, Daddy, you have merch?
Oh yeah. Now I got merch for sale, guys.
Ooh. I want a coffee mug, man. So when we're doing our streams, I could be sipping out of the Denny Lightning coffee cup.
Yeah, I got a couple coffee mugs and a hoodie on the way.
All right. So Daring says, Black S is a 10.5 car. I just saw it, so I just wanted to mention it. Sorry about that. Let's see.
Wait, what is? Oh, that is? Is that a 10.5
Yeah, the project
car?
Yeah, that's a 10.5 car apparently.
Huh. That's pretty good if that's the case.
Yep, not bad at all. Rail said, do a combo with engine and body. No problem. Let me show you combo of engine and body. Body actually is the second best stage 6, so engine is third. So these are pretty strong stage 6s. This should be an 8.8 at least on the dyno, or 8.9 on the dyno, I would say. 8.9 on the dyno without tuning. Yeah, we can tweak it down a little more and get 8.904. I mean, I could probably get a little bit faster out of that, but no, that's about it. So 8.904. You're going to run 8.7s with that, so that's a pretty fast setup with those two stage 6s. All right.
Josh Thanker, buddy. He said he needs help growing his YouTube channel. YouTube is very hard, okay? YouTube is very hard to grow a good channel. I'll give you guys, before we get into anything else, I'll give you all, I know there's a bunch of people that are also working on YouTube, so you know what, Max? Maybe we can give out a little bit of YouTube advice here. That might be kind of fun, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, number 1. You need to learn how to use your tags, titles, and descriptions, okay? You got to figure out what people are searching for and figure out how to, get that in your tags, title, and description with it actually being relevant. All right, when any type of game news comes out or something, that's always like a huge thing. When something new comes out, those are good to make videos about. But people want to be entertained. People want to hear you talk. People want something that stands out above other channels. If you're just recording gameplay and playing some music over top of it and that's it, your channel might fall back through the cracks. All right, they want you to teach them something. They like you to talk. They got to get something out of your channel. What makes your channel worth watching? You know what I mean?
Yep. I think that's one of the things that most people are coming to these channels looking for advice or information. I think those are the channels that always end up being the most popular. Look at Milzo channel where he gives the seasonal information, right? That always became popular. Now we're giving a lot of advice on tuning, shift patterns. These are the things that people really are curious about because it helps them progress in the game.
Now, you also want to make sure you're, putting out enough content. I mean, honestly, on a channel like this, I would probably try to put out at least 3 videos per week, preferably daily if you can. Some people love long videos, some people like short videos, but for the most part, it's best to try and keep your videos, between like 3 and 10 minutes, I would say, on the majority of videos.
Yeah, exactly. I think mine are too long, but then again, I tend to be a blabbermouth and I just can't stop talking. So, so my videos end up in like 30, 40 minutes. And I know a lot of people only watch 2-3 minutes and go, okay, I'm going to skip ahead. So, and that's perfectly fine. It's your own style. That's my style. I tend to, over-explain things and talk a lot. But again, you'll see people give you feedback and you have to listen once in a while. You can't just ignore what the viewers want too. So that'll help shape your growth as you try to get the channel to expand.
Now, thumbnails, I'm not really sure how much the thumbnails have helped my channel, but when I went from making pretty boring thumbnails to what I'm doing now, I got a lot of compliments, and they say if your thumbnails are good, people are a lot more likely to click on your thing there.
Yeah, I think a nice thumbnail definitely helps. Mills used to work real hard on his thumbnails, and he has some awesome looking thumbnails. I unfortunately don't have that kind of Photoshop skills or the energy or drive to do it, but I think a nice, catchy looking thumbnail definitely helps a lot.
Yeah, you definitely want it to pop. You want it to be. You want people to, you know, between the title and the thumbnail, people want to. Oh my gosh, I'm getting all tongue-tied here. You want to make sure people know what they're getting into. No clickbait crap. Clickbait makes people mad because you click it. Hey, that's not what the video is actually about, and then they leave because, you know, clickbait might get you a whole lot of views, but they're like 30-second views. They're not views that are like watching your entire video, and that makes a big difference. So I think do everything right, guys.
Yeah, but at the same time, people love those key poll videos, right? So you poll keys, and it's like everybody's like watching you play the lotto. I go, man, that sucks, dude. It sucks to be you.
I think I got quite a ways to go before I catch Seven World Gaming. Doesn't he have a couple 100,000 subs on his channel? I think he's got a few channels though. I'm not sure. Pretty sure one of them he has a lot of subs, but I mean, YouTube is a lot of work, and it can be very slow to make a channel take off. Some people get lucky, most people don't. Like, it took me about probably a year before my channel really started to get somewhere, and then it just grows and grows from that. And
I remember my first like few months I had. And I know one of the original guys that was on my channel, he told me, he said, look, I was with you from the beginning, and you had like 100 subscribers for about 4 or 5 months. It's not like it just blew up. It doesn't happen that way. It takes a while, you know, and then if people like the first few people that come to your videos and they really like it, they're going to talk to their friends. And it's really, that's how things grow. I mean, you know, a lot of it is word of mouth over time.
Yes. So. And a lot of people end up giving up. They're just like, oh, after like 2 or 3 months or 4 months, they're just like, oh man, I've only got like 300 subscribers. I quit. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's going to get you nowhere. You know what I mean? Quitting is going to get you nowhere.
It happens. But, and then don't give up. That's part of it too.
Good content that stands out. All right? Good content. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Good content that stands out. Make sure your titles, your thumbnails, your tags, and your descriptions are all good. Okay?
Yeah, try not to do what I do and misspell the car brand name too. You know, those little mistakes don't seem like much, and you may just go, whatever. They know what I'm talking about. But people get actually pretty upset about that, especially like our old comments about the Huracan versus the Hurricane. Hey man, I'm driving the Hurricane down the street. So that kind of stuff gets people. You know, I try to make an effort to correct myself, but it's hard, especially when you're used to calling it that.
You probably want to put out at least 15 to 20 minutes worth of content per week. I know there was something else important I was about to say, and I just can't remember what it was. Yeah, Snips, he's trying to get his channel going too.
Yeah, I mean, now, YouTube is funny like that.
Live streams are great for getting the view hours that you need, and videos are great for getting a lot of views, I guess. Because like most live streams get a lot more view hours than a regular video.
Yeah. It's. I think live streams are good because of the interaction. People love that. You know, this kind of live stream the two of us doing together seems to be going over real well too, and I think the interaction is really what people love, and I love it too. So I'm actually enjoying myself quite a bit. And yes, I think someone mentioned something, Denny, that this is the last of the Huracan line from Lamborghini. So this is the last one.
So we've got all the Huracans now, huh?
Yeah, this is the biggest and baddest of them all. Yep.
Huh.
I have to be honest, I really like the way this one looks. I do.
I don't know. I don't know about
I
that
do.
green color though.
I mean, I could do without the specific color, but I love the way they did the scoop, the wing, the front vents. I mean, it took the regular Huracan's look and just kind of brought it up a level to more of a race car, tuner race car look. I love it. So, Josh says, "Can you make a video on how to use Streamlabs, Denny?"
I'm not very good with the Streamlabs. I mean, I've kind of got the hang of it, but Streamlabs it's really easy, but it's a real pain in the butt at the same time. I mean, the thing is, there's so many variations of what you could be doing with Streamlabs. It would be hard to make a nice tutorial that covers everything because... Yeah, I mean, I barely know how to use it myself, honestly. I got, like, the hang of it, but I'm not sure that would be a good tutorial. There's already loads of tutorials on Streamlabs out there that would probably be way better than I could make because there's a lot of people that understand it way more than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even stream much because of that because I hate learning the program. But at some point, I'm gonna have to just clamp down and do it. And we've been talking about it for weeks, and I still haven't done it. But all right, so we got some interesting questions actually, Denny. I'm starting to read the chat here.
Right,
I'm still trying to multitask, but let's go over some of them.
Yeah, let's go look for some questions. All right. What's the most interesting question you see?
Wow. I'm going back up a ways here. So one of the questions I see here is Joe Cisneros says, "You think the 2020 Stingray can make a Tempest 3 last sprint 0-60? It cannot. Maybe with the Elite upgrades, but not without it. And I haven't tested it with full Elite yet. I think we may have one on this account. I may look it up. But I know the regular one with full Stage 6 full fusions cannot do it."
Huh. That's a bummer.
Yeah, but let me actually after this race, let me take a look at the fully Elite one and see if that one will do it, because it might. So that may be possible.
I've actually tried to make a Streamlabs tutorial video and it sucked really bad. I've tried 2 or 3 times. I scrapped it all 3 because it turned out so terrible.
All right, let's see. The next question: what are the Huracan's best to worst? Oh, I haven't tested that, to be honest. Some people out there may be like really on top of that stuff with which car is the fastest on the list, but I don't have the list in front of us, so I can't really say for sure.
D Black, hey, what's up? It would actually take a while to go through the entire list because they're so scattered out. It would probably be like a 20-minute project to list those in order, I would think. So that's probably not something easy for us to do at the moment. The worst feeling is losing a daily battle. Yeah, don't feel bad, man. I lose those sometimes too.
I actually at one point had to make a video about the worst cars in daily battles because people were struggling with them. We've since gotten a lot more, so that's an old video at this point, but it was pretty bad. I mean, like the Sesto actually was one of them. A lot of people they were complaining they couldn't pass the Sesto Elemental daily battle. So
Overlord, yeah, so far I've paid for 2 cars in this game. I normally can't afford to buy too much, so every once in a while I have a few extra bucks to get something, but not too often. But yeah, some of those daily battles are kind of hard. What are the pros and the cons of this update? Well, man, that's kind of...
That's a tough one to say.
That's personal preference, I think, honestly. I don't really see... I mean, it's pretty awesome that we got the Elite tuners and all this stuff. I mean, it all depends on if you like or dislike what they added to this. So that's kind of a hard question to answer because everybody's going to feel different about it, I think. How long do these community events take? All right, so the 1.5 million cosmetic upgrades we have to do, that could take. Well, I guess we're already at 250,000, so that's what, maybe like a sixth of the way there or something. I'm not good with the math, but I would say a couple weeks, maybe a month on this one. What do you think, Max?
2 weeks. It's 2 to 3 weeks is what I'm hearing. I think they may give us more time. They usually want you to accomplish it.
I never heard the time limit.
There, in the past, it was usually like 2 to 3 weeks. Not that I'm saying that's accurate, but you know, they're going to give us some time to get this done. Right now, I think they just put out a release saying it's at 250,000 modifications as of today. You know, so that's 1 day into it, so I guess it's not too bad.
Nomad says, Danny, are you a heavy metal fan? I've mentioned Slayer in the past, and I got the rock in the background. I can get into a little bit of heavy metal, but I'm a punk rock guy. I like punk rock. Give me some Social Distortion or some Dropkick Murphys or the Groovy Ghoulies or something like that, and I'm pretty happy, but I like all kinds of music, honestly. I used to, for many years, I listened to nothing but punk rock, but now I like bluegrass, I like old school country, I like 90s country, but I mean, I'll even listen to like some pop music sometimes and I'll dig it. So I kind of start to like a lot of different stuff, but for the most part though, I'm a rock and roller at heart.
All right, so I've been doing some of these 0 to 60s different ways to kind of try to figure out if we can get a fully elite car under 1.36. I'm not having much luck yet, not to say that other people may not have a better system, but you can see I'm struggling to hit under the 1.46, which I know I can get. That's the old 1.494, but this, to try to get under 1.3, even with a fully elite Corvette, seems to be a struggle. So my answer to that right now is no, until someone tells me how to get it under there, because right now we're just not getting that number.
Do I like SOD? I'm not really sure what that is. I'm never good with abbreviations. I can never figure out what people are talking about when they abbreviate things.
Yeah, it's hard.
We don't Daring, we don't do a lot of live racing on this particular stream. I usually do a whole lot of live racing on my Sunday streams. This one's more of like just a question and answer, show you guys some things type of streams.
Yeah, I mean the channel belongs to you mentioned it earlier in the beginning of the stream. I just had a mental block.
Are you talking
Nitro
about
4 CSR? Yeah. So people are asking about this channel we're using to do the demos. It's Nitro 4 CSR that provided us access to this account. It's his account. Danny and I both have access to it for video purposes, and that's what it is for. As you can see, it's not in a crew. It's not going to be used for any events other than map events to demonstrate stuff. So that's what this account is for. Okay. And if you want to check out Nitro CSR, Nitro 4 CSR, I think he has his own channel as well. Okay. Let me see.
My Sesto Elemento has 10 million miles on it.
10 million miles. Wow, that's very interesting. That means you have done, you have done 20 million races in CSR2. Yes, that's a world record, I'm pretty sure.
Definitely. I'll try and find that answer out here. Hold on a second, guys.
Yeah, we're not exaggerating one bit. Not one bit. 20 million races.
I hit the wrong button. It took me out to the map. How did I do that? I forget how to check my car. Hold on a second.
Profile. It's that little arrow on the left.
2,989 miles on the Sesto Elemento, actually.
Oh,
and that's not a joke. I'm not yanking your chain on this one. That's the number right there on the screen. I used to drive that thing a lot.
Yeah, that's a fun car. Let's see. We had a question about which car is the best to use in Tempest 3 Tier 2. that is again a loaded question. These are tough to answer, guys, because it depends on what you have. First of all, some of the best, the best, is the Mazda RB Miata, because you don't need stage 6s to beat Tempest 3. But the most recommended is definitely the 1-star Porsche Boxster S. And there are plenty of other great choices in between. So, I mean, Danny, what you have? I'm sure you have some favorites you prefer in Tier 2 that would be good for this. Let me go to Tier 2.
That would be good for what? Sorry, I was actually reading something and didn't quite catch your whole thing there.
Tempest 3 Tier 2.
Oh, let's go. The Boxster.
Boxster is definitely a top choice, but you need stage 6s, okay? The only one that can get away with it without stage 6 that I know of is the Z4 may be able to do it without stage 6, actually. I can't remember. I made a video, but now I forgot. But I know the Mazda Miata definitely can do it without stage 6s.
That's a huge plus, because not all cars are easy to get stage 6s for.
No. So these are not even cars in the game, so let's not even worry about them. Let's see. So right here, this is the guy. So this little Mazda will do Tempest 3 Tier 2 at stage 5 only. Okay, so if you have this and you have the Fusions, that's the hard part. This is a great choice. A lot of people ask about the Lotus Exige. The LF1 will do it, but not the 350 Roadster. Too slow. 360 Cup, I think, can do it. I haven't tested it, but I think it can do it. 845 AMG actually can do it pretty easily, too. So that's a good one. John Cooper Works GP, very good Tier 2. Rocket Bunny GTI, very good Tier 2. Right? So these are all good ones. Yeah, and there's your Boxster S right there. Now, Boxster S, I know, and I keep telling people this, and I think newer players still don't know this, because this car has a rather unique situation with its parts.
No engine, guys. No engine.
No engine, right. Stock engine.
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a weird car like that. Stock engine and stage 5 trans.
Stage 6 transmission makes it run like a crapola of a sandwich, guys.
It does. It really kills it. I don't know why, but it's almost like they screwed up some numbers when they programmed it. Just wait till they put the stage 6 in.
Are they
going to be in for it?
I couldn't believe when I put that on there, and I'm like, why is my car running slower? Then finally I was like, that was before I even knew that was a thing. And finally I was like, I'm just leaving the stage 6 transmission off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it works. It works so much better without it. So, I mean, this car will hit that, 140 or 160 mile per hour speed trap pretty easily. You just got to make sure you lower the tires. I think it's 140, not 160. 140 mile per hour top speed in the half. Isn't hard to do. It's a fast sprinter, easy car. Never have to put engine in, never have to put the stage 6 trans in. So you could save those Porsche Fusions for a different Porsche. So Boxster is definitely a good choice.
Do I still use the Sesto Elemento? Not as much anymore. I found a couple cars that I can live race, and I don't actually have to reset them, because most cars get pushed into faster and faster lobbies. And I get tired of resetting cars, so I'm trying to use the cars that don't need reset. What's up with the cash price for the R35? Well, we better go take a look at that. How much are they charging for it?
Let's take a look. Now, Josh asked another question. Should I swap out the Nissan GTR for an LB NSX for Tempest 2 at all stage 5? The answer to that is no, because the GTR will do better in Tempest 2 than the LB NSX is likely to do, because it sprints better. There are no speed traps in Tempest 2, just sprints. So you want the faster sprinting car, and the GTR is definitely that. If you have it upgraded with some stage 6s and enough fusions, it's much easier to set it up for all the challenges. So, all right, so we want to take a look at, is it buying cars that has the... that would have to...
Dang it, I keep hitting the wrong thing. Somewhere
Let's
in
go
there.
look at your lead tuners first.
Oh, that's a good idea.
If it's not in there, I'll look at the... Oh,
I'm trying to find Mazdas.
That's the 2017 for gold.
All right, it's not in the Mazda section. Are we talking about the? I don't know if we're talking about
GTR or Mazda.
I don't know if we're talking about the Skyline or the GTR, because the Skyline is a GTR in some ways.
Well, it used to be called Nissan Skyline GTR. It's just that with the R35 generation, they made it a distinctive plate of GTR. From R32 to R34, it's always been known as the Skyline GTR. And then there's the regular Skyline Coupe, which is it's kind of a blah blah car, right? And then you have the mighty Skyline GTR, so it's different trims.
All right, so we're on my screen now. I see 3,950 gold.
Right, if you click on the plus on the right, you should be able to go to offers. Let's see if there's an offer. I think that's what people are talking about. There's an offer.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Now, someone earlier asked, should I max the Supra? I forgot the name of the person who asked, but you should, because you can do it, and it's one of the first tier 5s now that you're likely to have that fast. Because, stripping and upgrading a 3-star Huracan isn't that great. I think the Supra is a nice replacement in every way. Oh, there it is.
You can't buy the Supra to strip, really? That's interesting, D-Black. Huh. That doesn't make sense. Sometimes the game gets a little bit weird. But yeah, they want $24.99 for the Skyline, guys.
$25 for a little Skyline in the game.
Now, for $29.99, you get the Skyline and the Porsche. Now, I don't know if everybody has the same offers. It might be different on everybody's screen, but if I were going to spend the money, I would definitely spend the extra couple bucks to get both cars, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that Porsche. I pulled more of that Porsche than I care for. And quite frankly, I wouldn't even pay for the Skyline, wouldn't you? Think about it. They have a community event.
Yeah, we should be getting this for free.
Yeah. I mean, if you're impatient, here's how all these games work, and this game's no different. If you're impatient and you want it now, the easy answer is, well, you pay. Okay? It's like that Chinese dude behind the counter. You want to eat now? You pay now. Okay? You want to eat later? Maybe I give you free. So that's really what this is. I mean, if you're patient, you could probably get this for free, but if you want it now, hey, you got to pay. That's how it works. All right.
488 Pista Spider worth 4,950 gold. That's an awesome car, but I don't think I would spend that much gold on any car unless I absolutely had to have it for something.
Yeah, only if you want to Pista your gold away, sure. I mean, it's not a bad car, though. I'm harsh on that car, but it's actually one of the better running Ferraris because it beats Dyno and it's not that hard to build.
It's a great live racer.
It is, and I've run into it quite a bit in live. However, it is not a great live racer. So that's the little catch there. Yes, it's good, but there's so many better. So is it really worth 4,000 gold or something? My opinion is no, not unless you have gold to burn.
Yeah, you need to really need it pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
That's same view. I think it's a lot of times most of these cars are wasted gold. Not all. I bought the LB Aventador with gold because it was at the time one of the best live racers I had. And it goes for any player. If that's the best live racer you're going to have for a while, and you're willing to drive it and put your energy and parts into it, then yeah, sure, it's worth the gold. There's nothing wrong with that.
That was a great joke, Aclavia. I enjoyed that. He says my merchandise might shock people. That's pretty good. That's clever.
I like that one.
I don't know what my highest mileage car is. I would actually have to look at every single car, but probably the Sesto, I think. Well, actually, I don't know. One of my tier 4 cars probably have more mileage, but it would just take too long to go through all of them to find out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, Danny, I'm dying for that R34 GTR. I mean, people who knows me knows that I love the R34. I think it's the best looking GTR out of the whole family. Okay, and would I love to get my hands on that car? Absolutely. But am I going to rush and pay $24.99 for it? No. I'm patient like that. I'm like that Asian kung fu guy with the long white beard, man. I just sit on my stool and I just go, yeah, I can wait.
Wax
It'll
on,
come.
wax off.
Wax on, wax off. That goes back, dude. Oh my god, that goes way back.
My crew currently has about 3 million respect points, I believe. Somebody just asked about that.
I haven't looked at my crew's respect points. What I do know is that I am not doing well so far this season, so I need to step up my game a little bit.
Guts to yawns.
Yeah.
There we go.
All
this
right.
little Mini Cooper is cool.
I remember when that came out and it had a glitch, and we set it to the one final drive. I forgot I had a video on that, and it was hilarious. You launch it and it'll just like instantly accelerate to some ridiculous speed and runs down the track. I got away. They patched it really fast, but I got away with messing with it. I gotta dig that video up. I'll link it to you. It's hilarious. It's just like, you know, you hit the button and it just goes right down the track.
That would be awesome.
The Legend.
Whoops.
Oh, sorry. The Legend car. Which one was that? Also had the same bug.
It was that Porsche, I think.
The Porsche had it, and then the other one had it. The Tier 4. It's not the Pontiac. I think it's the Plymouth had something like that too. So, all right. Now they're gonna make me go dig up that video. Hold on. Let me go. Go dig up that video.
I know I made one for about 4 years now, I would say. All right, so I'm driving this little Mini Cooper. I have no idea how to drive this thing. I just picked something for the heck of it. I don't even know if this car is tuned correctly. All right, Clavia just posted something there. I'll link to a video asking if that was the one you're looking for.
Let me look. I think that is. Hold on. Let me just paste it here myself. And if it turns out to be the same one, then it is.
All right.
Let's see.
This is a weird little car. This car looks cool, guys. I just got beat. All right. I'm not gonna drive this car anymore, guys.
You just got beat. I think you might have used nitrous a little early or something.
I would have to figure out how to shift this one. Someone says RIP.
Yeah. Oh, so I read the supply cup with it is what it was. Before they fixed the glitch, and it was hilarious. It's like, you know, instant. It was like instant launch down the track. Crazy. It was just crazy.
He says I got smoked like a cigarette, man. The crowd is harsh tonight. The crowd is harsh. They're harsh tonight, guys.
Crap sandwiches. That's right.
All right, maybe this will be a little better because I actually know how to drive this one. At least I hope I do. If I lose this race, something is wrong with all of my cars, guys.
I don't know. He's coming.
Nah.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, it is coming. Oh, I see him. Here he comes.
Are there hackers in the top crews? Unfortunately, sometimes yes. All right, I don't really know. I mean, I can't really tell you which crews have hackers and which don't, but there are some very big scoring hackers in the game.
Oh, see, Abdullah just made a comment about KJ's car. If you ever want to lose Prize Cup, use KJ's car. Which one, the Nissan or the FRS? Because the FRS, it's not bad, but the Nissan is. So,
do I like Eminem? I kind of liked his first album, but some of his later albums I didn't really care for. He kind of changed the sound or something after a while. Eminem's okay though.
Nitro dependent cars. So Inel Stain said, Max, can you name nitro dependent cars? Well, that's a tough one in the sense that while a lot of cars in this game isn't quote nitro dependent, for example, the Huracan Coupe, when you don't have nitro going, it starts decelerating. Okay, so that's a nitro dependent car. This Porsche Boxster, same thing. If you don't have nitrous S6 or nitrous at all, it's very hard to get this car to run really well. So these are what I would almost call nitro dependent cars. They're generally what I would say are 0-100 tire setups that grips too hard, meaning you decelerate if you're off of nitrous. So you really need the nitrous for those cars. More of the newer cars tend not to even need nitrous if you look at some of the recent cars.
Yeah, the Huracan Coupe does lose top speed once the nitrous just wears off, but that's just kind of the way that car is. It doesn't actually hurt it.
Yeah, it doesn't really hurt it. Yeah, I mean, even the 1970 Charger from the Fast and Furious, same way. Once it gets off nitrous, it starts decelerating right away. So it's not to say the car's not fast. It's just that those are what I would almost consider nitrous dependent cars because you need nitrous. But that's for that tune. Let's see.
I don't think I've ever heard of KSI or Jake Paul Moore.
Jake Paul Moore? No, Jake Paul. Not Jake Paul Moore. His last name is not Moore.
What is it?
It's Jake Paul. But,
oh.
Yeah.
And Luke Bryan. Yeah, I kind of like some of his older stuff. I haven't heard much of his newer stuff. I don't really listen to the radio too much. I haven't been listening to the country too much at all lately. But yeah, KSI and Jake Paul, I don't know who they are. I don't know what kind of music they do. I don't have the MTV, and I used to listen to music a lot when I was younger, but I don't really put music on that much anymore, honestly. Which is weird because that used to be like my favorite thing in the world was music.
Yeah, one of my crew members in here saying we're at 2.2 million right now as a crew. So there you go. We're at 2.2.
Not bad?
Not bad. No. Now, someone asked a question about the 300 SL, so I'm actually trying to look that car up. I know one of my crew members in my main crew loves that car, and he uses it for a lot of live racing, so. But I'm not that familiar with it.
You have a hacker in your crew?
Who?
I try not to allow hackers into my crew, honestly. Just because the fact that, you know, if they happen to get caught, sometimes it can come back on your whole crew. I don't know. I've heard stories about entire crews being shut down, but...
Oh, definitely heard of that. But that was, for a few seasons, they were really cracking down on that. And the top 10 would, like, completely... 4 or 5 crews would completely disappear. But, you know, but overall, I think the amount of modding and hacking in the game is pretty extensive. Let's see. I can't find the 300SL on the on this account here, so I might have to switch to my own account to look at it.
Top 60 crew. That's pretty awesome, buddy. Top 62. That's nice.
All right, so let's see. We had some other questions I think I missed up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Nismo S tune also decelerates once the nitrous runs out. That's right, Ace. I actually have that car. Actually, that is probably the best looking R34 in the game right now. I think it's better looking than the standard one that we're getting, but the standard one we're going to get to modify, which I'm curious. But the that Nismo S tune looks awesome. One of my favorite look for the R34 actually. Let's see, Looking.
Are Premiers on YouTube useful? Premiere. Oh, premieres. I don't know. I mean, if you like doing them, yes. I'm not really sure if they attract more attention than a regular video or not, but I don't know. I don't know too many people that use the premieres, to be honest.
Yeah, I tried it. I mean, it's an option if you're not quite ready to do a live stream, but I don't think for video game videos it's all that useful, though. It's probably better for music videos.
Jake, do you think I can beat the Tempest 3 Tier 5 with the Supra? I have all the Stage 6, but not the fusion parts. Well, I mean, you gotta have a decent amount of fusions into the car, or it's probably not going to be fast enough. I mean, I'd assume you probably have some fusion parts. That's really not enough information for me to go by, honestly.
Now, Tempo 3 Tier 5 does not have 0 to 60 races. It's all 0 to 100. Okay? So, if you test your Supra based on just whatever level of upgrade it has, get a baseline on your 0 to 100. I mean, if you're able to do, for example, like a 1.6 0 to 100 or 1.8, it'll be fine. I mean, the toughest one's like a 2.313 0 to 100 at 707. So it's not that hard to hit with the Supra. The Supra is a pretty good sprinter too. I really like that car for Tempest. I think it's a good choice. I have to definitely see, people keep reminding me to do these videos, but I just keep forgetting to do them. But the Supra is a really good car.
Here's your solution to the Supra. All right, you just go right into the dealership here. The Toyota 86, I can buy this guy for $30,000. Now, you're not going to get any pink parts out of it, but whatever that's delivered, all right, I can strip that thing in half an hour. I can strip that thing and get a couple parts out of it. And somebody was saying you can buy this, but you cannot strip it. So if that's true, I guess you would want to avoid buying this. I don't know. But some people have told me they have bought these and stripped them. Other people are telling me they're not able to strip them. So I'm not sure why some people can and why some people can't. But that's a lot of gold. I wouldn't buy all that. I wouldn't spend all that gold just for a car to strip anyways.
Yeah, I don't even spend gold to buy a Boxer to strip, so I'm definitely not spending that kind of gold. Okay, so 300 SL, I've been testing it while you were talking, Danny. I think it's not a, quote, a nitrous dependent car, but a lot of tier 2 cars and tier 3 cars really suck without their nitrous. So they're more, quote, dependent on having the nitrous than, say, a tier 5 car fully upgraded, like the under pressure doesn't even need to use its nitrous, okay, to beat dyno. So those are a little different. But these tier 2, 1, and 3 cars, one of the worst challenges to deal with on the map is a no nitrous cup. So, you know, these are mostly more dependent on nitrous.
Yeah, no nitrous is the worst on some cars.
On some, it's really bad. Like tier 1, no nitrous, you just kind of go, what do I use? Right? And I know that the Boss 302 is good without it. I know I was able to get the, what's that tier 1 Velociter was okay without it. But most tier 1s without nitrous, man, you're dead. You just can't do anything.
Velociraptor?
Yeah. That one's okay without nitrous. You could tune it to do the job. So Nolix asked the question, Danny, should I lock in my AMG GT, my Nissan GTR, no stars? Okay. The answer to your question is don't lock either one in. They're both pretty bad as options. Unless it's Tempest 1, in which case I would still go with Nissan GTR over any Mercedes because you can't get the fusions. So
yeah, that GTR will beat Tempest 1 and 2, but a lot of people like to wait till you get the one with the stars. I don't know why I did this, but when I got mine, I assume we're talking about the GTR from the dealership, right?
The GTR from the dealership, right? That's a no star one.
once I got the one with stars, I actually stripped the GTR I had, which was really a huge waste of gold because I never drive it anymore. But if you need to, yeah, you can use it.
I'm gonna use KJ's Rocky Bunny to do the Prize Cup run real quick. So there's a little trick with KJ's car that a lot of people don't know, and this actually makes it pretty deadly in live for 1 or 2 races. Okay, we're viewing your car floating in midair.
Huh?
We switched over to.
We're watching your Toyota,
back.
buddy.
All right, I just saw your
tried
BMW.
to pull a trick on you. No. My hover car.
The hover car. So the Toyota's interesting thing is that you can actually activate nitrous in first with the KJs, and when you do that, it'll bust dyno. That's the main key with this car. The problem, of course, it's a fully maxed car, so if you put it in live and do it, it'll just, it'll still break dyno, but it'll get bumped almost immediately. But as you can see, 18.421 against a 19.1, you're not going to lose these runs. It does it whether you put fusions in or not. It's just a matter of, whether it runs faster or slower. Although I wouldn't do 18-second half miles for 50 races. That would drive me crazy. But it has that little thing that it does. And again, it's just using nitrous in first rather than second makes a big difference in the way it runs. Let's take a look at the dyno, 11976. Go ahead and run it.
What is the rarest car in the game, huh? I would kind of want to say one of those, like those Ferrari FXXK things. Still haven't pulled one of those.
Oh, the FXXK?
That's a pretty rare car.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest milestones, and then it was available again for some event. So it's not the rarest car anymore. I think right now a lot of people don't have the P1, the McLaren P1. That's a pretty rare car.
The California is also very rare.
Yep. I mean, the California, the T3 one? Oh, the T4 California T? That's a paid event car. That could be why. Not people. That's
California?
Yeah, the T3 one is the regular California, and then the T4 one was a paid car.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I've always wondered why I haven't pulled one of those yet. That was a paid. I didn't know that was a paid car.
Yeah. Yeah, the P1, like I said, the P1, I find most people don't have the P1, and it doesn't drop very often, even when you get 5 stars. Same thing with the LaFerrari. All these years, we still only one time had a chance to pull it from Gold Keys, and only some people pulled it. And that's a rare car too. So, and they buffed it slightly, but it's still slow now.
That's the one I was thinking of, not the California, the LaFerrari.
Yeah, the LaFerrari is a pretty rare car. So, hey, we're viewing your wheelless wonder again.
No, we're not.
One person in my crew had it delivered without wheels.
Really?
It just floated out the garage. Yeah, it just came out the garage flying.
I've only seen that happen once. It was on one of those little Lotus, one of those little Lotus cars I got. I pulled it and it had no wheels, and it just I have it on a video too somewhere. That cracked me up. Guys.
Yes.
I was actually planning on pulling a car tonight to try to see. I'm gonna do one gold key pull, guys.
Oh, do it now.
Let's go pull something with some gold keys. All right, we're only gonna do one. So let's go back to my hover car here.
Yeah, I mean, so Stax just said that he remembered when LaFerrari was the only car to get over 2,000 Evo and was the fastest car. I remember those days. The talk on Facebook at that time was all about somebody pulled a green LaFerrari or blue LaFerrari. That is like you just won CSR2 right there. So
yeah. All right, guys, everybody get ready. What am I going to get? Am I going to get the STO or am I going to get the GT? Whoa, 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Come on. Come on. Come on. That never happens. Watch, it's going to be a really horrible 5-star car though. Oh, I got it. No crap.
Oh, and it's gray.
Gray
I'm just
and
glad I
orange.
didn't get this one. I'm glad I didn't get this one. That's all.
Well, I am lucky. I am super lucky. That never happens. Usually I do my one pull and I get the biggest piece of poop that's ever lived.
Congrats, man. Congrats. Now you have to build it and run that legendary golden cup in the next few days.
Does this share parts with the does this share stage 6 with the other one? Do you know?
Unfortunately, no. It's got its own.
That sucks because I have enough stage 6 to build another Huracan, but well,
yeah, the LB does share, but this one does not. So
I hate to spend my game cash, but I guess we're gonna go ahead and upgrade this thing so I can do that cup tomorrow.
There you go. Now, LOL asked earlier about the Regera CSR2 edition. I'm not sure which car we're talking about here because
yeah, I think there's
Regera
two.
or no, he's a Bugatti CSR2 edition.
Oh, the Draco red thing, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's not so much rare as it was only limited for some time to iOS players, and you had to pay for it. So, yeah, that's not really a rare car, just that it's only accessible at one point to certain players.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm watching my game cache go so quick. This is the second car I've upgraded today.
Oof.
A tier 4
Yeah.
and a tier 5. Holy moly.
That's 10 million if you spend it on all stages. So, yeah, Bunker Spy's like, I like how if you upgrade a elite car and try to strip it, the one chick's like, seriously? Yeah, the chick just popped up. That's the upgrade chick, right? What's her name?
Jess.
Jess, seriously, you're gonna strip this car? Yes. Can I do it now, please?
I don't know why we can't strip certain cars, because I got a couple cars I would love to strip and I cannot.
I bet you the reason, and I think I know this goes back, right? When they first came out with these like unique cars, somebody stripped theirs, and I think there was like complaint after complaint to Natural Motion about it. Oh, we can strip these? I didn't know you can strip these. So they just said, all right, screw you guys. You're not stripping these anymore. And now we don't get to screw them. I mean, to screw them. No, strip them. So that's how they screwed us in a sense with that, because we asked for it because we complained too much. Let's see. So I think it's toe up. It looks like Russian. I don't think you got blocked, buddy. I could see your posts.
We have not blocked you. If you were asking about us, no. Did you ask something that we missed? Did we miss your question? Maybe.
Well, he was asking about the Bolide being a good car. I answered it in chat saying it is, because it is the fastest car right now in the game. But we couldn't verbally answer every question, so I just typed it. So, ooh, the little A-bars. I love that thing.
Why are there no electric cars in the game? Don't we have one electric car?
We have a hybrid, the i8. We have the i8 hybrid.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So I guess that's not completely electric, is it?
Yeah, it's not. NSX is hybrid too. So we have a few hybrids in the game. Oh, the Infinity's one. I didn't know that. I didn't think the Infinity was actually a hybrid. I know the NSX is, and the LaFerrari is too.
What about my license plate?
Ghosty?
Ghosty. It reminds me of the Pac-Man ghost for some reason.
I think on one of my A-bars I have it as I hate me.
That's funny.
Because I hate me when I race it. It's so rude to people.
We're gonna go do a couple little A-bar
runs. Oh man, you gotta do a half mile.
Elvin got a FXXK. That's sweet. I hear
One of
it's
my
a
favorite.
horrible car to drive, though.
No, I disagree. Once you know how to drive it, it's pretty easy.
I thought it was a super fast shifter.
No, it's weird because it doesn't launch perfect. You have to launch it late, and then you have to catch its shift. So it's a bit of a weird car in that sense. That's why people didn't like it.
D Black wants to know how to get legendary status in live racing. It's a little confusing. We don't really know the exact answer to that, but if you're in a crew that's doing well, you get the legendary tag over the top of your name. The thing is, you cannot see it when you have it, but other people can see it. But I guess what it does is it compares your crew to the very top crews in the game, and if it thinks you're doing well compared to them, you get the tag. Something along the lines of that. It doesn't. Their explanation doesn't make much sense.
No, their
It's very hard to
explanation
follow.
is so confusing. That's like them saying, just upgrade your GTR and you get a free one. What do you mean by upgrade? Okay, what do you mean by doing well? They don't even explain any of this. You need to do well. Go out there and do well. What the hell? I don't know what that means. So, and my crew doesn't seem to have the legendary tag, and I know my crew does a lot of. We're pretty high ranking, not like obviously not top 100 or anything, but we're well within the top 1,000. And I think we came in top 500 a few times, and no legendary banner. So, you tell me. I don't know.
I actually don't know how fast the DBX is with only stage 5 parts. I'm still working on building mine right now.
Yeah, I'm on stage 4 right now. It's like 15 seconds. Good luck.
But it's probably pretty slow, only on stage 5.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a 14-second stage 5 car.
Who finished Tempest first, Danny or Max? Well, I have no idea. I couldn't even tell you when I finished Tempest. Like maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 3 years ago probably. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, I finished them when they first came out the first time, within like a week. So, you know, I think I've been playing a little bit longer than you, right? So I
believe so.
Yeah, I think I might have done, because I started in October of 2016 or September of 2016 is when I started the game.
I would totally drive this car if I had this. The one that looked just like this in real life, I would drive the heck out of this thing. The white and red look sweet together.
The ones with that livery that says A-Barth on the bottom, that looks good. I like that look.
That is cool, actually.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Problem name said S5 DBX runs 14.5 with all fusions in stage 5. There you go. 14.5.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I think the Griffiths runs 14.5 on stage 3s, so or 2s. So that gives you a perspective on just how slow that thing is.
I wonder how much longer I have until my DBX is finished. Tomorrow I should have a shift pattern video for that thing. I don't think I've ever driven it, so.
I tried driving it today. I'm not too keen on it so far. I have a hard time even hitting dyno with it.
Oh, really?
But,
I know it
could be my
barely
nitrous
beats
timing.
dyno.
Yeah.
If you get a perfect run, it's barely beating dyno. It's not a great vehicle overall.
Yeah. Oh, I tested out the Silhouette LB Huracan, and it is very easy to use for beating Tempest 3 Tier 5, in case anybody's interested. Because it can be fully maxed relatively easily, too. You need at least 2 Stage 6s to beat Tempest 3 Tier 5. Can the GT4 beat Tempest 3? The GT4... Which GT4? Is that the Tier 3 in El Sting? Is that the one you're talking about? Because I'm not sure about that. Now, I know the GT4 Warsteiner VCS. I have a video on that, but it's a little tricky to set up for the sprints. Okay, so that one definitely can beat Tempest 3.
13 minutes, guys. That thing will be ready to upgrade. I probably won't mess with it much tonight, though. Do I have the 003S? No, I don't. That's a paid car. don't have that one. Do you have that one, Max?
Which one?
The 003S, the purple star one?
Is that the one from the Evo Cup? I think I won it on one account, but it's not built. I don't have parts enough to build it.
No, I don't think that was an Evo Cup. That was a... Let me show you what that one looks like really quick.
Sure.
That's a really cool car, actually.
I know.
The time we got it, it was actually pretty amazing. It's like a bubbly car. There was 2 versions. I don't know.
Oh, this thing. I'm looking at it on the content account. No, I do not have it. I never bought it. This is a paid car.
I have one version they gave us as a season prize, but then there was another version. I think he was talking about the other version.
No, you're thinking of the 004, which is the 004C. That's a different brand. And different card. That's the one with the Evolution Cup. That's the one you're looking at. He's talking about the 003S, which
I thought they were the same brand, actually.
Same brand, but different card.
Okay.
SGC 003S versus the 004CS, which is the Evolution. Evolution one.
Are you currently on it, Max?
Yeah, I'm on it right now, actually, the 003S. Okay. So you can switch over.
Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah.
Yes,
that was the paid one. I thought that's what he was talking about, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Then I had a brain fart, and I was like, "Oh yeah, wait, I'm just gonna go ahead and show it to you." Then I realized, wait a second, I don't even have it.
Yeah, I don't pay for flash cards very often. You know, I did get the Bolide and you know, I mean that's not even a flash card. Which one did I get? I got the SF90 Ferrari and Tuatera, but I have maybe 3 flash cards to my name because I don't like buying them.
The
yeah,
the Tier 4 Mustang HPE 750, the non-boss version. The boss version kind of sucks, but the HPE 750 is awesome. I love that car. I used to drive that thing constantly. I'm about to run to the bathroom, so I'm gonna leave you all with Max for just a minute.
All right, let's see what we got question-wise here. Does the Pagani, I can't even, the Huria. You guys will tell me how to pronounce that. Hura? The Pagani Hooray. How's the Pagani Hooray? Well, it's the base one's not so good. And most of them are not that much of a dyno beating car without losing a lot of Evo benefits. So I haven't really gotten into the Paganis for that reason. Especially nowadays, it's probably not that competitive in even in the lobby. Let's see, Pagani comes before Porsche, right? PA should be right here. So these are the Paganis here. I think the Zonda Revolution, if that's how it's pronounced, that one's pretty good. I've seen them in live, but that's about it. The rest of these guys, I haven't really seen them being in live that much or being that effective. Let's see. Yeah, the Bolide is very fast because it's the fastest car right now in the game. Oh, the new GT4 Porsche. Okay, I pulled that car on my second account during one of the streams, I think. I just haven't built it yet, but that GT4 should be decent. Yes, Amelia's LBM4 will beat Tempest 3. I used it on one account to beat Tempest 3, in fact.
Me too.
So it's a Huayra, right? So it's a Huayra. Oh no, Huayra. Okay, I'm killing it. So, you know, it's not one of those names I have an easy time pronouncing, unfortunately. Let's see. Oh my God.
Me and Max, Fridays around, if everything works out, 4 p.m. Eastern time, me and Max do our live stream. And every Sunday around 9 a.m. Eastern time, I do my own live stream, and sometimes Max pops in for the last hour.
Yeah, so I think Inactive is saying it's Huayra. And then the Huayra, I guess it's Huayra. Am I getting closer or not? This is
Hurrah! Sounds like a wild animal growling at you. What happened? All right, I'm going to tell you the story behind this car's name. Of course, it's not true at all, but they fired that thing up. They stepped on the gas and it went pariah! And they said, that's what we're going to call this one.
You say it without saying the H. Okay, so it's like a Uira. I mean, that doesn't sound good either.
Wyra.
I'm gonna look up a YouTube video of them saying the name, and I'll figure it out. Next time, I promise. Next time I'm on the live stream, I'll pronounce it properly. All right. So.
Why-yor.
So it's a Wyra. It's a Wyra.
Why you doing that?
Why are we still on it? Okay, let's move on. Okay, hold on.
Oh,
So
we got a new member. Thank you for becoming a member. That's awesome, Zenit. Awesome,
All
buddy.
right.
Thank you.
all right. So this guy
Oh,
right
yeah.
here. This guy right
Yeah.
here. This is the best looking R34 in the game without a doubt. I love this thing. This is just a beautiful car.
Yeah, that is cool. That is.
Yeah, seriously, if I had this car in my garage in real life, this is all I need. I would just drive this to work, to shop, to the racetrack, and to show off. You
Now,
know,
my
and I
buddy
wanna
had
yeah.
my buddy had an R35, I think it was in real life. Nowhere near as cool as this one, but it still had the really awesome rear tail lights. It was more like bubbly looking though. This is more boxy. I like the boxy cars.
Oh yeah, I like this one. I mean, I like this one over the R35 just on looks. Without a doubt, I just everything about this car just looks great. The way it's, you know, the headlights, the way the fenders flare. I love this car. So, all right.
Zenith, hey, Zenith said he just got back into the game about 3 weeks ago and he hasn't played for years, so I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. If you don't mind, please check out Max's channel as well. Between me and Max and sometimes Zukar, you can get some pretty awesome everything you need there, basically. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the channel, bud, and thanks for becoming a member.
Oh yeah.
What's
Can you showcase all the Paganis? They just want to see it. I mean, we can go look at them again. They're on this account. We do have every single one of them in the game. Obviously, except for Ruby's isn't quite in the game yet. You have the RB, the launch edition, which is actually the purple star. I'm trying to see if I can load. Hold on.
Can we showcase the silhouette? I've actually got a video recorded on the silhouette. I gotta release that. The Huracan silhouette. I think I made a video on how to drive it with and without the Elite Customs upgrades or something like that. I need to get that posted. Maybe. I got two. Man, I got a few cars I need to get shift patterns out for. There's been so much new stuff coming out, it's been hard to find a day to squeeze them in.
So we have what, like 6 of these Zondas in here, and then you have the regular one, which is not in here. But there was also like the regular 4-star one that's kind of blah blah, but that's one of them.
It's gotta be around
too.
here somewhere. There it is. I think.
There it
No,
is.
no.
Yep, right here. I see it.
Yeah.
The base.
The Wyra.
Yeah. So here's the
This
thing
is,
with this one.
This
The
isn't
ship
actually
pattern,
Max's. Sorry. No, Lex,
Oh,
this isn't
yeah.
Max's account. This is our content account, which we get to use for video making purposes, but we can't really do
Yeah, I'm
too
not
much
taking
with it.
anything from here to live racing or anything. One interesting thing about this particular car from years ago, it actually, I'm not sure if I remember the exact setup and tune, but let me go ahead and see if I can do some here. Right, if you take away a lot of the parts and you leave the classic, what I call what a lot of old players call the TNT setup, which is tire trans nitrous. This car actually at one point had really insane Evo for its time.
Yeah, they did give this particular one out for free a while back.
Check this out. It's almost competitive. Almost. At 657, you're getting 1219 Evo out of the car. Okay? That's not bad, actually. Now, the problem here is, if anybody's ever tried to drive this thing, you will want to throw your phone against the wall. That's the issue. Okay, it's not that car's really terrible with this kind of a setup, but boy, when you try to drive it, look, dyno's 11.7. I'm going to try to drive this, okay? Let's see how embarrassing this is going to be.
I remember not liking it, but I don't remember why.
Before new cars came out, when I first started in the game, I had this car, and I had it set up like something like this without the stage 6s, and I was winning a lot of live racing for a while with it, but I can't skip third. That'll hurt it. And that third is so quick that you're just like, your eye goes, I want to skip it. You can see how the gears are all different with this car. It's not uniform, and that makes it really hard to drive. But it actually had decent Evo for its time. But again, I couldn't even hit dyno. That's what's hard. Now,
yeah,
if you drive it just right, you can actually get slightly under dyno. All right, Daring, have a good one.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Anybody else who is just showing up, also thank you for stopping by.
All right, I'm going to give this one more try. See, that's first gear, too short. So the first gear is short, the second gear is short, the third gear is long, the fourth gear is super long. And that just what makes this so crazy to drive. You have to short shift the first two gears, nitrous third, catch fourth. It's too much work. And again, I did even worse this time than the first time. All right, Lamborghini SVJ 63 Roadster, depending on how upgraded, can definitely be Tempest 3 Tier 5. That should be no problem. Let's see. Black Series? Why would you, Nolix, why would you spend it on the Black Series? I would not put money on that unless you had to. So...
There's one car that only has one gear. I can't remember which one it is, though.
What do you mean, one gear?
There's one car that you don't have to shift gears. You just launch, I guess, or maybe you only have to shift once. I can't remember, but it's one
Regaris.
Regaris. I don't remember which one, though.
Well, you can set up the Gamera to do one single gear. Oh, actually, I'll show you this. This is kind of funny. This is how I run my prize cups, guys. Because I happen to have the Gamera built. Hold on, let me go find it. K comes before H, right? No, after H. H-I-J-K. Oh, man.
Zenith, do you get any respect points when you win the live races, though? When you down to those things, that's one problem, is you lose most of the respect points. All right, so I've actually got quite a few, I should say. Stage 6
here we
for
go.
that DBX.
Found these guys.
That's awesome.
All right, so check out the Gamera, right? The Gamera is one of those cars that you can do the prize cup really easily with when it's built out like this, because in first gear it literally beats dyno. So when you run the prize cup with this car, you launch and you just watch it go down the track, which is the beauty of this car in a sense when it's that built. I know that Das Martin has a great glitch tune he found. A lot of people are using that in live, but this is basically the easiest you will ever do any prize cup. Just like that, the whole way, all 50 races. So you don't have to shift, you don't have to hit nitrous, you literally just have to launch it. Now, this isn't as easy as my old Regera. Before they changed the Regera again with the recent updates, the Regera had that instant shootout from launch thing. I didn't even have to launch it. At that point, I just put the Regera in and I click the button once and I watch it shoot down the track on its own. I don't have to do anything. So that was like the easiest prize cup before But now the Gamera kind of took over that role. But I have to at least launch it, which kind of sucks. But still, you know, when you're trying to be lazy, you want to be lazy all the way, not just halfway. But this one's pretty easy for prize cups. So again, I mean, the alternative is you can do this, launch like this and hit nitrous, it'll do the same thing. Right, so you don't launch it, you just hit nitrous, but you still got to hit a button.
The whole direct drive thing is a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of strange. So, but yeah, easy prize cups, guys, right here. If you have the car, and you have to have it built. Let's see. Is the F12 Berlinetta to 701 plus 507 fast? Well, no. The Evo's kind of low. Let's go look at the F12.
I mean, if you're down tuning it, it'll still run kind of fast with very low Evo. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do with it there either, too. That's part of it.
Yeah, depending on what you're really trying to accomplish with that car. Let me see if I have the F12 here. I'm sure I do. But there we go. We're on emulators. I think it's Silkvibo, Tim. We're on emulators. Danny's on LD. I'm on Nox. But all right, so the good old F12. Everybody tend to get this pretty early in the game, and the F12 is one of those rare cars that tunes 2-3 different ways and does pretty much the same thing. So this is the 9.334 setup. This thing, the key here is with this car again is launch late, nitrous early. Okay, so this is how you can get the best run out of it. I'm going to try to do it without botching it too bad. Let's go ahead and do a max run in this. So this car, which one?
One of these Berlinettas. I got an F12 from a bronze crate once.
Didn't catch that first shift, so this is going to be a bad run. But if you don't let the first shift hit red line and you nitrous immediately with a 6.2 to 6.5K launch, it can do as low as 8.8. Okay, this is cutting it really close to beat Harkness though. So this is where I'm not too keen on this one versus the Huracan. I think Huracan's a lot safer for use against Harkness. Because this is cutting it too close. And if you botch the run, you're going to lose to Harkness, which is even worse. I never want to take that chance. Okay, so but the car itself is one of the original Dino Busters of CSR2, and I believe the developers nerfed it. All right, this should be a little better run. I actually caught the shift that time. Okay, so let's see what we end up with here. Yeah, all good shifts. You don't want any too deep, because if it goes to perfect, so there you go, 8.863. So it's an 8.8 car, fully maxed if you drive it right. So, and I know that the WR guys can get even better times out of it than this, but in the average man's hands, you can still get that time. Okay. Should I fit 6-7 stage 6s for the LB Aventador Coupe? Well, I mean, what are you thinking of using it for? Because 6 out of 7 stage 6s in live wouldn't help you too much.
The regular Aventadors aren't too good. The LB Aventador is pretty awesome though.
The LB is really good.
I mean, I would dump all the stage 6 parts you have for that car onto it, just because it's a great car.
Yep. The one thing about the LB is that it tends to not care as much about its tire. It cares more about the other stuff. So, if you're putting stage 6 tires in, but, that doesn't really, it helps the overall top speed, but it doesn't necessarily help the car do better. Manual launch for the bow lead. Okay, do we have the bow lead on this? I'm sure we do. Let me look at the end here.
Yeah, it's on there. It's in one of the end garages.
Yeah, this launching thing is worth talking about, Danny. I mean, we have various ways of launching these cars depending on where it launches from. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, different people launch in different ways. And I've heard some people say certain ways of launching are better than others, but I've never really bought that, to tell you the truth.
All right, so this is on the Max Tune 6.912. We're going to use manual launch. All right. Now, I don't know how you guys launch. I've done a video on almost every single way I've seen people launch cars in CSR2. But my preferred method is hold the gas down and time the button. Okay, like that. So what I do is I try to time it so that if I was not using the launch button, I would launch at the same time I would normally release the button. So let's look at it from without the launch button perspective. Okay, so we're gonna do a test run now. If we don't use launch button, what I want you guys to watch is the countdown, not what I'm doing, but what the countdown, and watch where in the countdown I release the gas. That is the timing at which you hit the launch button. So if you were releasing the gas, you would release at the beginning of one like this to get a perfect launch. So when you do the countdown with the launch button, you will wait until that specific point and then hit the launch button. But you're not letting go of the gas with manual launch. Okay, so I just showed you without, so we can go back and look at the exact timing of the manual launch. It'll be the same way. And this time I'm going to see if I can get it to actually shift, and we'll do a run with it. Let's see, that's 2 quick shifts and then 4th nitrous with this car. All right, let me see what I can do here. All right, so you want the needle to drop right to that point. So right on 1, tap. I screwed up. Okay, so nitrous 4th, I kind of was late on it. The first shift was fast, but it's not an easy car to drive right. That was only a 6.893. You can get like a low 6.8 on this car very easily. So I'm going to do one more, Danny, before I stop. But let's see if we can get that launch and the shifts correct. So it's launch, shift, wait, shift nitrous. That's basically what the pattern is. Because that first shift is real quick.
In most of my videos, if you check out the description, you'll see the spreadsheet. There's a link in there that shows you all the cars and how fast they are and whatnot. So that's probably what you're looking for.
That was a little better run, I think. Yeah, 6.849. Not the best. Obviously, 6.82s can be accomplished very, very consistently with this car. And 6.79, I think, is world record, right? So, but 6.82s should be pretty easy to do.
Worst tier 5 car, that's got to be Larry's Project
Victor.
7 or whatever, right?
Victor's Project 7.
Victor's
Slowest
Project
car in the
7.
game.
That's right.
Yep.
Not very good. Not very good at all.
So that's basically a tier 4 car that's not even that great, and they slapped a tier 5 on it just because it's a boss car. You're welcome, LL. They slapped it on to go, hey, look, guys, you won a tier 5 car. Now go take that and win the first race against Shax and then get your butt kicked afterwards. Yeah. That's really what that is.
You were able to do, what, 3-4 races, and then that was it?
That's it. Yep.
That was a disappointing car, actually.
Yeah, so, I mean,
was real
it's...
disappointed with those first
that car. Well, you know... They make it sound so awesome that you win these boss cars, and then you get them, and you're like, man, what did I do? Why do I even need these? But hey, you know, at least you have them. If you don't have them, you always feel like you missed out on something.
Yep.
So, all right, what else we got here? How about the Spano? Ooh, I know nothing about the Spano. There are guys that love it, but it's not a car I'm good with. Let's see. The Bolide right now is the fastest half-mile car, but it's not the fastest quarter-mile car. I don't think it is. I forgot which car has the craziest 0 to 60 in this game. One of them, since we have access to all these cars, it's kind of fun to go through that.
Like, if you think somebody's spamming, please warn them before you give them a timeout.
Remember the good old Roadrunner? When this was the fastest car in the game? Yeah, this guy. There was a time.
Had one of those.
I never had it either until Fast and Furious came around like way later. But when this first came out, the entire hyper lobby was full of just these. There was nothing else in there because the LaFerrari was a 7.7 car, and this thing can run like a 7.2 or 7.1. So everybody in there was like the same car. But
fastest.
But look at that 0 to 60, right? Well, this one does a quarter mile in 4.7 seconds. I think there are some quick quarter mile cars, but this one is one of the faster ones.
Well, there's a few cars where you can tune it. I mean, if you put the nitrous all the way up, the transmission all the way to the right, that thing is some cars you're going to be able to make do crazy fast quarter miles. I never really thought too much about it, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do.
That's 4.8. Some of these will beat that too. Don't forget, they can run under dyno. So, now the SSC2 Atera was the fastest car. Now it's the Bolide. The Bolide is the fastest car now. The F1 does do a crazy quarter mile too. Yeah, that's true. The F1 might be one of the quicker ones. Let me see. There was a Dodge something that had a crazy 0 to 60. I think the Charger 70 has a really crazy 0 to 60. Let me look that car up.
Keep yawning, guys. I must be lacking oxygen. That doesn't make sense, though. I don't think that's why people actually yawn.
The Countach is a little hard to tune. It is kind of a crazy tuning car. The Legend Countach. I didn't have a lot of luck with it. That's why I'm not too big. All right, F1 does quarter mile in 3 seconds. There you go. That's a crazy fast quarter mile car.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is insane. What does the Just Go Absolute do in the quarter mile? I never even looked. Worst Bentley is probably the SUV. Okay, I mean, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry.
The Bentayga or whatever. Bentayga.
4.8 still. So I guess the F1 definitely with that 3 second quarter mile would probably be one of the king of quarter mile in this game. So Continental GT Speed is just very common, and it's not very good. That's the problem with that car. There was a time when the Continental GT was competitive too. I won a lot of live races, like in the beginning of the game. When I played, I won a lot of live races with that Continental. Let's see. Dodge. I'm looking for Dodge.
Garage organization is kind of a nightmare in this game. It's kind of I just set mine up by tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. The first couple garages, though, I put my favorite cars in. After that, I just set them up by tier and just kind of leave them set the way they are. But unfortunately, there's no good way to organize your garage. They need to put a better garage organizing system onto this for sure. I don't know if they're working on it or not, but they need to.
This one's pretty quick in the quarter mile, 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's.
I remember
good.
The Charger's quick. So, yeah. So organizing garage. I don't know if you guys know this trick, but here's what happens. Okay. I found out what happens with garage organization. So let's say you start with let's take the Dodge here, Dodge Extreme Aero, and let's say you decide I want to move this car 4 garages over. And if you move it just like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and dump it here, your garage gets all messed up. No, don't worry. I know how it works. Okay. So when you go back, you'll notice all of a sudden, these are all going to be slightly out of order because what happens is it takes the car that you displaced from the latest garage, and it pushes it to the end of each garage like this. So it kind of pushes the first car into the last and then dumps the one car all the way over to here where the car used to be. So this is why the garage gets so screwed up. The easiest way to prevent serious shifting of cars is when you do the shift, bump it like this before you move to the next garage. Just bump it so that the space is open and it'll shift one car over the one you bumped out into the prior garage that you're moving to. And that'll keep, so notice how we got a Camaro into our Dodge garage. That is what happens when you jump garages. It screws it all up. But all you have to do is kind of move it, move the location, and it'll still be fine. But that's the trick. It's bumping each garage like this and leaving a gap so that the car that moves over has a place to go. It'll end up here. So I probably did screw up our garage a little bit though. Regardless.
I don't know why they designed this the way they did. It's a very bad design on the garage features.
Yeah, it's really, it's not intuitive at all, and it's like you're just, if you go through multiple tiers, next thing you know, you got your tier 2 cars sitting with your tier 5s and your tier 3s at the end. So it's crazy. Show the demon, please. Which one? The purple star or the yellow star one? Because they're very different cars. So, out of the demons, the good one is this purple star Fast and Furious one. I've seen this one being used in live quite a bit. And the yellow star one, unfortunately, isn't that great. So, you know, that's kind of the issue. A 1 mile track, I guess it'll be fun in the beginning. But can you imagine if they decided to put a 1 mile prize cup track and we have to do 50 races down that thing? So now this the Purple Star Demon is not fast, okay, not by a long shot at this point. It's a 7.9 car. The thing about it is that I've seen it race a lot in different lobbies, and it seems to be a good car to use for racing. So you know, it's
a good dyno destroyer, right?
You know what? I never owned this car, and I've only fully maxed. I don't think it is, but I've seen a lot of them race in like the 10-second lobbies in the old days. But I suspect that nowadays it's not as competitive because I don't see them anymore.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a long time, actually.
Yeah, they kind of, you know, people stop using cars they don't win with, right?
Yeah.
So when we start not seeing something in live anymore, that usually tells me that this car is not as competitive anymore. You'll almost never see one of these 70 Charger RTs in live, mainly because it's real hard to get people to actually get this car to win, right? It looks interesting. This one's the cheesy looking one. They have like an updated version too, but it just doesn't work that great. And that's the problem with a lot of the Dodges, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
there's not a lot of Dodges that I like, but I know the Fast and Furious Charger on stage 4 is pretty awesome.
Yeah, the Fast and Furious one is not bad.
Chargers, which is weird. There's 2 Chargers that look almost exactly alike. I don't really know what the difference is, honestly.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. They should have just had 1, not 2. Maybe I'm weird, but
No, Lex, we don't live in the same state. We live in the same time zone, but we're both in the United States. So, but we're not actually living in the same state. So, I mean, little preview talk about Ferrari, since I'm going to do a video on this soon anyway. We know that among the Ferraris right now, the good ones are like, you know, this is a good Ferrari. It still is. Still winnable in live. This is very good. This one, unfortunately, is not as good anymore. This one's not good for some reason. I haven't been able to get much good effect out of this one. The FXXK is good. The Evo is kind of iffy. La Ferrari, unfortunately, is a little outdated. The Portofino is so-so, but the Stradale SF90 with the lower upgrades seems pretty good. So 250 GTO is very good. But that's not a tier 5. I was just thinking of tier 5 Ferraris. I should have specified that. So this one, this one is a pretty good car. Now, T-Pro, this is a content account, so it's not my cars. I don't actually have a lot of these cars in my actual account. We're just using this today for the discussion purposes. So please don't get it confused with my actual account. Okay, so tier 4 Ferrari F40 is good. Now, C4 Lusso is the problem with the C4 Lusso is not that it's bad. I don't know why this one's actually stock. Do we have a built one? No. Weird. I don't think I put it to stock. So if you know about this one, let me see why this one's stock. I thought it would be built.
Meme Cat. As far as I know, nobody's figured out any tricks to get the golden key cars. So you kind of got to just pull and be lucky on those.
So it was showing kind of. That was like a glitchy car here. It is maxed, okay, or it should be maxed. See, I'm not sure this is the actual tune, so don't hold me to this. 8.4. I think we're missing a part here. Let me go look.
Huh. Have you messed with this one before?
Not that I recall. Now the GT4C. Let's see. Do we have any parts that are stock here? Let me do this. Reset.
Max broke it.
It came broke. I didn't have to touch it.
Max broke it.
All right. Refit parts usually can help straighten out some of these funky issues.
Yeah, Nolix, everything in here should be maxed out completely.
Yeah, I mean, this might be its fully maxed stats. I just don't know for sure.
Gotcha.
Because my GT4C is stock.
Yeah, I've never messed with that car before.
Yeah, me neither. Not because I don't like it. It's just, it's a part selection issue. I don't want to risk putting fusions in a car that ultimately ends up doing nothing for me. So, all right. So I guess this is fully maxed. Something's buggy about it.
So it doesn't even hit 1,000 Evo.
Well, no, that's because I untuned it by messing with the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so once you retune, it'll be like 1,700 something Evo, at least, and then I can fine tune it.
Do you want me to look up the tune for that thing?
Yeah, if you don't mind, because I don't off the top of my head know the tune, but I have a feeling it's going to be one of these 2.0 0100. The real question is whether the nitrous. Yeah, nitrous is like 4 point something now. 4.6.
All right, so what you're going to want to do is go on over to that nitrous there, man, okay?
Uh-huh.
Go on over to that nitrous, and you're going to set that thing to... Oh, hold on a second. I got a little bit of a weird thing going on there. All right, all the way over to the right, it looks like.
Okay.
Final drive. Going to put that final drive up there onto 2.03, and the tires at 8 psi, man.
All right, you got it.
There's my country accent, y'all. How you like that?
All right, so this is the 8.5 tune. I suspect this is going to beat that a little bit because this car, if I recall correctly, if you shift it right, what, 8 is wrong?
It looked like you had him at 11.
Oh. All right, I might have accidentally dragged it a little more. Well, let's run it anyway, see what happens. I'm not sure I'm driving it right either, so just bear with me here.
It should run an 8.350 with a perfect run.
Well, then I obviously didn't do a very good run.
I'm not sure what the shift pattern is though.
So it should have been 0-100 then. Yeah, that looks better. That looks better. 8.458. So this is. Now, do you let it? I think if I was doing it, I should let it run through first gear a little longer, I think, in order to get a good run out of it. Because when I got out of first real fast, it didn't run that well. So I'm going to give it
have a great day.
Have a good one, Nolix. I'm pretty sure nitrous is going to be third or fourth, though. This car is not a second. Well, maybe even second. Maybe I'll try second.
It says nitrous at 7,000 RPMs in second.
In second, right? Okay. All right. One more try.
Perfect launch. Second deep good shift.
Okay.
Rest
and nitrous?
Perfect. The rest perfect shifts.
All right, so deep good
second. Nitrous at 7,000 RPMs on second. So shift into second, let it get down to 7,000 RPMs. That's weird. I don't know.
Well, I got an 8.4 something, or maybe low 8.5 this time, so it's looking better. Nope, still 8.5. That didn't help at all. So I think it's you're still using it almost in third gear. It's not really a second gear car, but that's kind of, if I have to struggle that much to get it to run under dyno, that's not exactly something I'm too keen on.
Yeah, so nitrous right before third, basically.
Yeah, so this car is a 711 fully max, just like the Purple Star Fast and Furious version, not Ferrari event version, which incidentally should be almost the same car between these two, and they both kind of beat dyno a little bit. Okay, now silhouette. Let me see if we have a regular silhouette Huracan without Elite.
I think we had one of each, maybe.
Let's see. This one's Elite. Yep, right here. LB Huracan, not Elite. No, that's LB Huracan. No, that's not the silhouette. He
wants the silhouette.
Yeah.
Ryan, have a great day. See you later. Flavia says we need to keep the nitrous on all the time. Now that would be cool.
LB silhouette.
There it is.
There it is. Wait, that's a Purple Star though. Wow, it's not Elite upgraded. Right? So
no, it's not.
Yeah, this one's possible, I guess. 8.113. I'm not sure how to drive this exactly. I'll just try it.
T-Pro on iPad 2. Check out that spreadsheet, okay? Check my video's descriptions and look at the spreadsheet. There will be a link on each car where you can find the shift pattern on how to drive it and stuff. If you're struggling with certain cars, check that out.
Not sure that's the right shift pattern, but that's what I'm going with for now. 7.969 on a 8.113 dyno. It's about right. I mean, it can do a little better than that, I'm sure, but so the LB is a good car. It does beat dyno naturally. You can just shift it to beat dyno, so it's one of the cars I like.
I don't think too many people would want to buy a green snot shirt or coffee cup, though.
All right, so Veneno is very rare. I've only ever raced one. Veneno was a flash car initially. That could be why it's very rare. People didn't buy it. And then once they bought it, they probably also realized that it's not as effective overall in live as some other Lamborghinis. So that could be why you don't see it very often. Well,
yeah, I don't see those often either.
I noticed that the stage 6s for that Supra, remember the Elite crate? It's still around. We keep getting them. So I have a feeling we're going to have those Elite crates for as long as the event's hanging around. In which case, everybody should have a maxed stage 6 Supra at some point. Right? Because,
eventually,
you're going to have...
yes.
Yeah, eventually. So, I mean, that's a good thing, but I just noticed that it's still here.
I have a feeling those crates are going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, I don't think they're going anywhere because the event's not going to be over anytime soon. So, all right. So let's see. 7.4 for the Veneno. That's a quick car. But I'm not sure. Again, this car I never owned, so I don't know how to drive it, and I've never really tuned it. Now, the Veneno Roadster, I think we got as part of the Lamborghini event.
Now these cars should be tuned pretty darn close to the fastest times.
Yep. Well, there's the shift pattern too. I'm not sure how to shift it. Yeah. So
the tune that it comes with should be good enough for the most part, but figuring out how to shift it is a pain.
Yep.
Yeah, your Nox is definitely getting all pixelated again.
Uh-oh. Signal issues. So why don't we switch back to yours for now? And then we can talk about a little bit about all the other questions if anybody has any. Let's see.
Oops. Oh. Yeah, if you guys got some questions, let us know. We'll check it out. I'm going to go ahead and strip this. Someone was asking how to get parts for that Supra. Well, this will give you green and blue parts by buying these guys. So let's go ahead and strip it and see what we get. I really don't have any use for this. I like that color though. I don't normally like blue cars, but that one looks kind of nice. Oh, come on. Give me them parts. Oh, here we go. Let's see what we're going to get. A blue one. A blue one. That's good for a tier 1 car. I got 2 blues.
Wow, that's really good.
It didn't give you much, but every like half an hour you can get one of those and strip it. So
yep, you can fill out like 3 garages full of them in a day or so, and then what you do is you just strip them all.
Yeah, and they're not that expensive.
All right. Yep. Now Zinnis is asking, should I buy a Pista Spider for gold? For 5,000 gold? I wouldn't.
That's too much gold, guys.
I mean, yes, it's the Apex car for the current showdown, which is only going to last 6 days. So for 6 days worth of using this car, you're going to spend 5,000 gold. Is it really worth it? Is the question. And in my opinion, it's not. So I'm sticking with my 3-star Huracan for this showdown.
That's what I'm using as well. What did I just click on? Oh, I clicked on live racing.
Uh-oh.
I'm planning on running a couple showdowns here. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood to live race, and if I had to swap with somebody, man, I would just not remember.
Fall asleep.
Yeah, whose turn is it to do what? I don't freaking know. But yeah, I'm running the Huracan on here on the showdown. That's my best bet right now. It's the one that I've got upgraded the most. Personally, I would never upgrade a car just to do showdowns. I mean, some people would, but not me.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying the Pista Spider is a bad car. It's not a bad car. It's a good car in live racing too. But is it worth 5,000 gold?
That's like months worth of gold.
I mean, if you were going to spend 5,000 gold or 6,000 gold, you're really talking. The better one would have been that Cento DC Bugatti, actually, right? For 6,000 gold, that was probably more worth it in a sense than this Pista. But of course, Ferrari Fusions are easier to get.
I would not buy any car with gold unless you actually needed it.
Yeah.
If you're like, this is a must-have, then yeah, I guess if you got the gold and you don't mind spending it, but I would much rather just wait till it became a Prestige Cup car, or I pulled it out of a crate or something where I didn't have to spend all my gold on it. But, I mean, if you don't mind spending the gold, go for it. It's a cool car.
Yeah. I mean, it was a milestone, wasn't it? So I think the people that played long enough all have it for free already.
Yeah, the Spider, the Pista Spider was a milestone car.
Yeah. I think the Pista was first, and then the Spider came as a second milestone.
Yes.
This is why I keep telling people, if you stay in a milestone crew long enough, a lot of these cars keep coming around over time, and you're going to have new cars. You're not going to feel like you're going to be short on cars. there'll come a point where you have so many cars you don't want to build them because there's just too many cars.
Now, I used to buy cars with gold all the time at first. Every time a cool car popped up and I had the gold, I was like, oh, I gotta buy that. But next thing I know, it's like, why don't I have any gold? Because I keep buying cars with it. And half the time, I can't get any fusion parts or stage 6 parts for them. And they just sit there in the garage collecting dust for who knows how long.
Yep, that happens a lot. So, like for example, the C10 Tiffany, a lot of people jumped on that, okay? And I warned them at the time. I said, look, you're spending $39.50 gold for this. It's a cool truck. Everybody loved it when it came out. But do you see any of them really in live very often? Other than one or two severely down-tuned ones? No.
But that's one of those cars I bought with gold, and I don't regret that one just because it's really cool to have it, but
yeah,
it's actually, I have no use for it. It just sits there and looks cool in my garage.
Exactly. That's kind of what it is. I mean, there are a lot of cars like that that'll you spend good resources to get it, and then it sits there and do nothing, and you're kind of like, the next time a cool car comes around, you're kind of wondering, did I do right with my $39.50 gold? Or maybe I should have had it for this car instead. So, yeah, but it's a game. You gotta, if you like the car, by all means, go for it. There's nothing wrong with it. But just don't expect it to be useful, that's all.
What should you spend your event tickets on? That's kind of personal preference right there.
Well,
I mean, I don't really know what you currently need at the time. So that's very hard for me to answer that one.
Yeah. I mean, the way I used the tickets is I used it a little bit on my second account to get that Supra, some blue tokens. So now I cannot get enough to buy a car, but I'm hoping other events will eventually give me more and it'll work out. But that's kind of where I'm at.
Personally, I'm gonna save as many tokens as I can, and if something really awesome pops up in there, I guess I'm gonna buy it. I don't really know what to do with mine either, to tell you the truth. Zenith, I wouldn't say the event ticket cars are exclusive.
I don't think it is. They're not. I mean, they're just elite tuner cars that you may not have yet. So.
Well, there's a couple other cars in there. Like, I can't remember what all was in there because I already own them, so those cars didn't show up on my list of things. But I mean, I remember the Varus M4, the Varus. Is that the M4 was in there? Plus a few other.
Yeah, the Varus M4 GTS. Yep.
Plus a couple,
that's one of the
other cars. I mean.
Yeah, it depends on what you don't have. I mean, if you don't have that car, it'll show up as an option. So.
Is the Mazda RX-7 worth 4,000 tickets? Do you have any parts for that Mazda? Wait, no. Yeah, Mazda parts are crazy hard to get. So.
Yeah, that T4 Mazda is not a bad car at all, but
I love that car, but
yeah,
good luck.
Are you going to have the parts? Yep.
If you like, I bought a Venom once. With a bunch of gold, and I still have no parts for that thing. It's still sitting there in my garage with 0 parts, basically. I think I have like 6 fusion parts for it or something. Last time I looked, no stage 6. I'm just like, I wouldn't even be worth building.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the Hunicorn, the Huna truck. I mean, all these Hoonigan vehicles. If they license it and put it in the game, they should be pretty cool. I would definitely support that.
Yeah, that would be awesome, actually.
Yep, that would be awesome. Hey, Sick Minded, welcome to the stream. We're about 2 hours into the stream already, guys. So I think we usually run up to 3 hours. Then the two of us are like falling out of our chairs. Yawning and dying, but
yeah, 2.5, 3 hours is what we've been running lately. So tonight, I'm thinking we go for about another half hour.
Yeah,
I'm feeling pretty tired tonight.
Yeah, well, I've been staying up late and getting up early because my kid's school. So I'm like, I game at night, and then I wake up at like 6:30 trying to get everything ready. So. By Friday, you're basically working on a deficit of 6 hours to 8 hours of sleep. So I'm surprised I'm as energetic as I am.
Yeah.
But let's see. Yeah, school. I'm telling you, getting up for school, but work is actually even more stressful. So it's But we all stay up late playing games. That's what really gets us. It's not the getting up early; it's the staying up late.
That's true.
All right.
I don't
I just
stay up
have to-
late, though.
I have to hit 100 showdowns today. I do. It's 2 a.m. I'm at 98 races, and I fell asleep twice, but I'm gonna keep going. That's what gets you. So
There's been a few times I've been live racing during my wild card. We have a 9 o'clock wild card. I'm usually in bed by 9 or 10 o'clock, so there's been times where I've actually fell asleep and my phone falls on the floor because I fell asleep live racing or something.
yeah, I've done it a few times too. I think the other guy's probably wondering what the hell is he doing. You know, this Maxthegamer guy is screwing with me. He's not launching. He's not starting. He's just sitting at the line. And then I wake up. I'm like, my car's in first gear going down the track. I'm going, oh my God. I'm going to get a Facebook post soon saying, this guy screwed me. I was like, I'm sorry. I fell asleep. So, especially Showdown. I actually fell asleep during Showdown once. All right.
My car says it needs tuned, but it doesn't appear to actually need tuned. I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah, sometimes it's weird. It keeps telling you, old man status. Thanks, guys. What are you saying? I'm too old. I fall asleep.
He's probably talking about me. my 9 o'clock bedtime.
1982 Sparko got it on the first box for the DBX. Then he pulled the STO in one pull. One.
Well, so did
I'm
you.
jealous. Well, I did on my main account. I have to say yes. So we got lucky, man. This season, I'm surprised. I was like, I got the car in one shot. But I pulled the loyalty for my DBX, though. So I'm not too happy about that. Still got to strip the other 14 cars or 15 cars. They were all junk. Not one thing that was useful.
I'm just bummed out that it costs so much game cash to upgrade cars. Because I got so many cars I would love to put parts into and just upgrade it, but my 48 million game cash would be gone after like a few cars.
Well, when the Bugatti event came, or the Lambo event, I forgot which one. I think it's the Bugatti. I literally spent, because I was earning like crazy, right? Because I'm playing like crazy.
Yeah.
And I literally spent 60 million, I think, overall, cash. Like just, because I'm down 35 million. And I know I earned at least 20-some million in the process. So
That's
I was down
crazy.
that was crazy. I mean, it just, because you're building tier 5 after tier 5 after tier 5, it kills you.
How many elite tokens does it take?
What was the question? I kind of missed the lead up question to that.
I think how many elite tokens does it take to max out a car on the elite thing, but I think it's different on different cars. And I don't really know. Somebody came up with a chart, but I don't think it was correct.
There are charts out there floating around. They're probably close, but it's a lot. It's a lot of tokens. I think the thing is the elite upgrade thing, much like the Legend series. Okay, the Legend series was kind of like the test to see how much patience players can have. And now they're using this elite thing to really test our patience. Because remember, most of us took a year plus to get that F1. And then now this elite thing, can you imagine by the time you finish eliting all 6 or 5 cars in this series, it's going to be another year and a half for people who are playing without paying. At least. Yeah, at least. So, and you have to grind like crazy too. So it's not fun. At some point, this is just starting to become too much of a grind for me. I already told my crew, I said, I am going to basically slow cook the whole elite thing. I'm not even looking at them that hard because I don't want to burn myself out trying. And I feel it coming on that I'm trying too hard. So, well, sick-minded, I think Natural Motion bans people for reasons within their within their player, because you accepted an agreement that says they could ban you for whatever. But I think the ban system might be automated, and the game sometimes glitches. So some people may get banned because it's a glitch in the data, not necessarily they did anything wrong. So, I don't think they ban people for no reason. It just might be for the wrong reason. So,
yeah, sometimes I think that's still no reason.
That's true. Chelsea, somebody told me today in my crew that the cap on the 10,000 token for some reason is gone. Now, some people are actually showing up 15,000 before it stops counting, but people have been able to push past 10K, spend the amount that they earn beyond it before it goes back under 10K again. So that might be the reason. Just letting you know.
If you do get banned because of the glitch, usually it doesn't last for very long.
Well, now they're doing what they call a temporary ban, right? It's not a permanent ban if it's like a glitch or something. But in the old days, it was all permanent. They didn't tell you anything. You're just banned. Goodbye. Make a new account or unban it somehow. That's literally how they used to do it. But recently, they're doing the temporary. So, never use super nitrous ever. Never ever.
I would not use mods either on my personal account because I don't want to lose my account, guys. If you're out there live racing and doing showdowns with a modded account, there's a good chance they're going to get you. And you are going to get banned for that eventually. Unless you're crazy good at it and don't get caught, but it's amazing how many people actually get caught for modding accounts and stuff like that.
Look, it's a game. Yeah. Go ahead.
I think if they catch you for modding, you get a pretty significant ban, possibly for life on that. So
that's permanent. Those are always permanent bans. So what they do is they ban the particular account, and that's it. So if you have, for example, if you have a device with one Gmail account, and that's what you use to play the game, they're going to ban the Gmail account. So you actually cannot reinstall the game to even restart the game without staying banned. You literally have to make a new Gmail account to start a new game. So I would definitely not risk that. It's very tricky, and when they get you, they get you. That's what it is. They don't have to tell you why, and don't believe for a minute that they can't see what you've done to your account. They can definitely see it if they choose to look into it that hard. Okay. Tips for getting silver keys? Yes, live racing. And I tell new players, you should be live racing the day you start playing the game. Okay? I used that first GTI I got, and I started live racing. And you do your 15 live race wins twice a day somehow. So you gotta set up your cars a little bit to get some fusions. That's what you have to do. You gotta live race all the time.
Yeah,
Thanks for getting free gold keys.
I was out there with my Toyota 86 every day doing those live races. Like, I was having a ball live racing those little tier 1 cars when I first started. I was like, this is the best part of the game. I love live racing, I had a good time, man. I earned a bunch of keys from that. Plus, the thing I'm doing right now is 50 races to get silver keys. And
those are the other things, all the map ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every day new stuff pops up on the map. Take a look at it because you don't want to miss something that's giving out keys if possible.
Yep.
So lots of live racing, all the little daily stuff, and
you really have a lot of sources, and also milestone rewards. Okay, if you join milestone crew, that's 70 keys a season guaranteed if it hits the milestone car, or 50 keys. I can't remember for sure. It's a few, and then you have your daily rewards. Your daily battles randomly give silver keys. Your map events randomly give silver keys. The Prestige Cup, all the cups, and then live. But live is the most consistent one. All right, have a good one. Was it X Ryan? Right? X Ryan's taking off.
All right, X Ryan, have a great day, bud. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you later.
Okay, so those are all important to get the keys built up. And then live racing is the most consistent. Actually, speaking of that, Denny, I've been meaning to tell players about this because I see it as an issue. We're all so focused right now on Showdown that I think a lot of people are literally skipping live racing.
Yep.
And that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake.
I have not been live racing anywhere near as much as normal since I've been grinding to get these tokens.
Right, and that's bad because guess what? These rewards from the showdowns almost never have silver keys in it.
Yep.
Invariably, they give you tokens, bronze keys, and some gold and some cash. Okay, so what's going to happen is you may not pay attention to it when you have 3, 4, 5,000 keys. When you're playing for another few seasons where you have bad luck and have to pull 15 keys, 15 sets of keys, next thing you know, all of a sudden you're going to be out of keys. I had that happen on my new account. Actually, I literally went back down to 750 silver keys from over 1,400 because I haven't been live racing. So get your 15 wins in every day regardless. I mean, you definitely want to do that because it wears out faster than it adds up.
If they find out you're using glitches like the Stage 6 glitches, there's a good chance that you could get a ban. I don't know if that would be a lifelong ban or a temporary one, but they consider using glitches cheating, even though they kind of put the glitch in the game. They still say, hey, that's cheating, you shouldn't use it. So they do ban people for that, unfortunately. I will do the STO event because I just pulled the STO, so I'm currently upgrading that. Probably Monday or something, maybe like Monday I'll do the STO event. I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it, but I'll try and record the whole thing and make a video of it.
Yeah, my plan is to also do the STO event and record it. Probably the hardcore cup if I get that far. I'm not sure about the legendary gold cup, but I'll take a look at both. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to do the event and see how far I can get without stage 6s.
Yeah, but without a bunch of stage 6s, we're definitely not make it through the second half.
Oh no, the hardcore cup? Nah, no way.
Nope.
I noticed they changed it to hardcore from Evolution.
Mine went back.
Yours went back to Evolution?
Yeah. I looked at it yesterday and it said Evolution. So I'll go look at it again today.
Wait.
After this race, let's go check it out.
I'm looking at it now. Hold up. Did it go back to Evolution? It did! Somebody made a typo. It got fired. It's back to Evolution.
Alright, cool. So I guess I don't have to go double check, but...
Mills is working for CSR. I mean, Natural Motion, the developer of CSR2. Therefore, he's no longer doing his YouTube account. Not to say he's not hiding among us, watching and playing, okay? He's just not doing his YouTube channel anymore.
We don't actually get anything from Natural Motion for doing our videos, no. We just like to help people learn about the game and stuff like that, so...
Yeah. Natural Motion don't even know who I am, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, they don't really know who I am either. I don't think. They might.
Like, there's some people out there. There's
they
just
might
some
actually,
guys out there.
Well, they might actually know who we are, but...
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they care who we are.
They care about 7 World Gaming though. So
yeah, he's like affiliated with them somehow, I guess.
Yeah, well, they provide him cars, so I know that he's definitely affiliated with them.
Sponsored by him or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, that's a business decision on Natural Motion's part. You know, they obviously want to reach as big a player base as possible, and he has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. So that's the reason they decide to go with him. You know, that's pretty clear, the basis behind that.
Yeah, he's got a lot of subs. I think he's got a few channels. One of them's got a lot of subs. The other ones, I'm not really sure, but that main channel's huge he has.
I actually, I mean, even from real drag racing, one of the things when I was drag racing is I know guys try to get sponsorships. The thing about getting sponsored is you kind of have to owe them, right? I like my, quote, creative freedom, if you want to call it that. I like to say what I want to say, do what I want to do, give the advice I want to give, and not feel like I might be upsetting my sponsor in some way. So that's just my view on it, but everybody's different. So
every sponsor is different, though. I mean, some sponsors say exactly how you feel. Other sponsors are going to be like, hey, read this off a script. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how you do the agreement with them, I'm sure. So
I mean, I got the other channel for that War Robots game, and they kind of picked me up, and Like, I'm on their YouTube team for my other channel, but they say as long as you know, respectfully say what you have to say, we don't care, you know, be honest, say what you have to say. I mean, I could be like, I hate this. This is the worst thing they've ever done. But as long as I'm not like bashing them, I'm allowed to say that, which is cool.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
They don't really mind, like.
Yeah, I mean, we all have opinions, and you know,
yes.
particularly about Showdown, about some of these events and how they structure certain cars, like this whole elite token thing. I just want to be able to freely voice my opinion. Whether people agree with me or disagree with me, that's up to them. I'm perfectly fine with that. But I don't want to be obligated. It's kind of what it is. So, you know, that being said, of course, if they're going to give me free cars, I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, first off, you have to get caught before they ban you on something. So if you've been using a bunch of glitches, I would say don't contact customer service anytime in the near future.
Yeah. Hi, I've been cheating. Can you help me?
Yeah.
So that's usually not the best way to start the conversation.
Like, if you contact customer service, they will look at your account and they'll see what you've been doing. So if you've been recently doing anything that's kind of iffy, even if it's not hacking or modding, even if it's just a glitch, if you used it like over and over and over, they'll probably be able to see that. So you got to be careful there.
Yeah, definitely be careful. But, you know, in the end, it's a game. We're here to enjoy it. So don't stress about that stuff. Because if you stress too much, the game becomes no fun. I mean, I didn't play the game to stress out about it. And which is why part of the reason I try to find lazy ways to play it, to have fun with it no matter what. You know, don't let it get to you too much. Because then it's not a game anymore. Then it's like, you know, what exactly are you working so hard on? Right? So we play to have fun. Make sure you keep that in mind.
I mean, the main thing I enjoy is being part of a crew and earning the points and just doing all the crew stuff. It's not even really about getting the cars and having the fastest thing in the game. I just like the whole crew aspect of the game, honestly. Maybe I'm weird, but that's what I like.
Yeah, oh yeah, the crew interaction is one of the best parts of it. You know, and I see my crew member Kirk just popped in here. Thank you for joining us. And absolutely, we're going to keep up with what we're doing. And I think I am multitasking a little too much here because I just lost 2 showdown races on 2 accounts at the same time.
Kirk, thank you. How are you racing 2 races at the exact same time? Do you have 4 hands, Max?
I am literally rapidly clicking between the 2 screens. That's why I lost both, because they loaded at the same time.
That's a little bit too much.
Yeah, I was also reading Kirk's comment at the same time, so so it wasn't so good. Wait, I won one. No, I did win one. I take that back.
All right, we gotta go watch Max multitask. We're going back over to Max's screen for a minute.
Hold on, let me switch. Let me switch on Discord for you first.
Okay.
Oh, I can show you my lazy man way of doing Showdown. Actually, I was going to make a video about this, but now we can just do it the easy way here.
All right, let's see the lazy man stuff here.
All right, so I have my Huracan tuned, okay, for really slow runs. Parallel wants to know how much money have we all spent. I think I've spent a lot more than Denny. Okay, let's put it that way.
I barely spent anything.
Yeah.
Maybe like $60.
Yeah,
and most of that was money somebody sent to me to buy cars with. I think I've spent like $2 of my own money and about $60 because every once in a while someone sends me some PayPal and says, hey, buy a car with this.
Oh yeah. I mean, I spent over $600 in 1 week.
Jeez.
Before, so yeah. So it's I don't want to get into exactly how much I've spent, but it can be pretty exorbitant.
Max has spent $10 billion.
No, I'm too cheap for that. But
10 bazillion actually.
$10 bazillion. Rematch from last night's showdown. What did I run you? I don't even know. Actually, if you watch how I'm driving, okay, this is how I'm running everybody in showdown this season. This is exactly what I do.
What? You're driving that thing weird.
Well, I overshifted it to fifths, but literally all I do is I launch, shift to fourth with the nitrous, and I leave it. I don't care if I lose or win. I'm actually not even looking at the other guy. I'm just grinding through the numbers here. I'm trying to get to like, yeah, I'm just trying to get the participation races as quick as I can.
That's funny.
Yeah, so this is how I'm literally, if you run into me in Showdown this season, that's what I'm doing. And I may not be looking at the screen after I launch because I have two accounts going at the same time.
Steve W. No. If you get an Android emulator, you can map the keys so you can play on your keyboard and mouse if you want.
Yeah. Oh, great. So both accounts loaded the opponent at the same time again. So I'm going to try to see which one starts first. Oh, bottom one did.
If you like the prizes, Zenith, then yes, it's worth doing the 500 races if you enjoy the prizes, because there's a lot of little prizes you get just for completing races. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. That's personal preference. I mean, I don't do all 500. I'm too lazy for that.
Yeah, I think I can squeeze myself up to this season up to maybe 300 because my goal is. Yeah,
I do about 200 races per showdown, I would say.
Yeah, 250 I think I did last season at the end. Because, I have my on and off days where I'm more into it and less into it. So,
yeah. NL Sting, have a great day. Catch you later.
I launch early here. I can actually run a little faster. Like this. This is a fully maxed car, Denny. So I'm running over a second slower than what I should be running. But no shifting to worry about after I get to fourth. No real, I mean, this is... doing it this way has taken all the stress out of it for me because I really don't care. And I just got my participation reward. Yes.
Without the fusions installed, it's definitely not maxed out, though. You got to have all the fusions and the stage 6s for a car to be actually maxed.
Correct. And the fusions actually is more important per upgrade than the stage 6s. So you need those fusions. So they're actually more critical in some cases than just the stage 6.
Yeah, fusions are very important.
I've never seen the Lamborghini so easy to shift. I mean, this one,
You got the magic Lambo over there.
Yeah, just I'm doing the cruise down the track, easy peasy, and yeah.
Two Atara fusions, yeah. Unfortunately, unless that car comes up for an event, and there's a part crate where you can buy the parts with keys. There's no good way to get parts for that. That's one of the problems with a lot of the cars in this game is you're just not going to get parts for a lot of them easily unless there's an event or something. Yeah, now, the Tuatara, that's an amazing car, but same here. I don't think I have any parts for mine either. I would love to upgrade that thing, but I just don't have any parts to put in it.
Yeah, I mean, at the time that it came out, you would have to spend... Whoops, I got a 0 RPM drop. But you would have to spend to get those crates, I think, to get it, get the Tuatara parts. So, and it showed down later as a showdown car for one of the initial beta showdowns. And I think people at that time also pulled a bunch of crates to finish the cars. So, it's pretty crazy. But... so this is what I call the stress-free showdown grind that I'm doing. Essentially, I set up my car to have easy shifts, run whatever it runs, and I don't worry about who I beat or who I lose to. I just keep doing them because you hit a trophy limit where you lose or win depending on who you run into, and then you just you keep racing, and day after day you slowly move up. And I guess on the last day, I'll set it to 8.2 and try to, get some trophy rewards too.
How did I do this?
Oh, what happened?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's on Discord does that.
I was going to say something and now I have forgot. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say something.
Uh-oh, sorry.
So Robert got a... Rally Fighter instead of the STO, and that's a bummer.
Oh yeah. Don't you love it when you pull gold keys and you get like a tier 3 4-star or something?
I mean, Rally Fighters are kind of cool, but they're no STO, I'll tell you that much.
No, they're definitely not. they're not even close. So, yeah, but hey, look, that's the luck with those gold keys, man. Sometimes you have it, and many times you don't.
Most of the time when I pull gold keys, I don't get the cool car. I was really lucky today. Most of the time I get like the worst piece of crap imaginable that can come out of the gold crate, but twice now I've actually got a really cool car on the first pull. But every other time it's just been a junker.
Yeah, I'm
trying to remember I can't remember what the last good one I got was, but it was a really good one, I think.
Wow. Was it one of the Bugattis or something?
No. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get it on one shot. It's really a good feeling. I like that. But
oh, it is. Actually.
Yeah. I think all of us have our good days and bad days, but the thing is, the bad tend to be more than the good days.
That's true.
The problem.
Donna does not like to give out good cars in those crates, I'll tell you that much. Oh wow, the hood opens backwards on the STO. That's weird.
What do you mean, like the front?
Instead of like the hood, instead of the front part of the hood opening up, like the part back by the windshield is what you pull up instead of the part by the front bumper.
Now, I actually like that on the front, so to speak, because there's no chance of it flying up and hitting the windshield.
Yeah,
when you forget to lock it
there.
Yeah, because the new 2020 Corvette has already had front problems. People forgot to lock it, or they accidentally hit the button in their pocket, and their front flies up while they're driving down the road. If they had it reversed, it wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea for something like that. I never really thought about that.
Yeah, so I think it makes sense actually to have it that way. It doesn't really affect your ability to access it. So,
trying to get your groceries out of there might be kind of hard, though.
Well, harder, I guess, a little bit. But overall, though, for the safety of not ever seeing my hood on my windshield, I'll probably accept that.
All right, Janet, have a great day, and thanks for becoming a member. Definitely appreciate that.
Don't get me started on Fortnite. Let's not talk about Fortnite here. We're all here to escape from those kind of games. Let's see. Oh, no, Lex, you're kind of broke. Yeah, you gotta go do some map stuff, some live racing. Build that money up. So
being broke is never fun. But yeah, that's why I usually only upgrade one car per season. Every once in a while, I'll upgrade a second one, but it's usually only one. Usually, I upgrade the Prestige Cup car. And sometimes, I just won the STO, so I actually upgraded the second car this season. Hopefully, I won't have to do a third for anything. I don't think I will.
Yeah, I don't think we... do we have a Duality Cup coming out this season or no?
I don't think I saw anything about that on the notes. I don't think we do.
Because I know we're owed a Duality Cup. The one with that prelater thing or something like that. The spiker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that was on the release notes, but I just don't know exactly when they're going to release that one. Oh, the Mantra, the Evantra something.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to have some sort of event for that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know when, though.
I didn't build that car yet either. So that's another 6 million.
I don't think I have one of those.
That one, people have been polling by luck from either gold keys or those 150 silver keys.
Huh, interesting.
But again, don't go trying polling keys just hoping you get that car. It doesn't work that way. Okay. But that's how I got it. I got it by sheer chance. I wasn't even looking for it.
Yeah, gold crates love to give me the 3-star cars that are not good. Lane, hey, what's up? You're kind of coming towards the end of the stream, unfortunately, but it's good to see you.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Lane.
All right, so I'm driving this perfectly stock SDO.
Perfectly stock? You want to switch back to your screen?
Not really. Well, maybe for a second, just so people can see what it ran. It ran a 14.492 bone stock.
Yeah, so it runs bone stock faster than what that DBX runs with stage 4.
Let's see if it beats Dino.
Oh, I think it does. Wait.
Stock? I should live
stock?
race.
I don't know about
live
stock.
race this thing, man.
You can't even dyno its stock, so we don't know for
you're
sure.
right. Never mind.
Yeah.
You're right. I got to have at least stage 3 upgrades, I think, to get
Put
into
stage 2 nitrous on it and see what it tells you the dyno is.
Wait, it's not stock, is it? I did a few upgrades. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You lie.
I'm telling you guys, I'm tired.
So you did lie. I was tired.
I didn't lie. I just don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm just out of it. I'm just telling stuff just because.
I don't know what's happening right now, okay? Where am I? Who are you people? What's going on here?
Ooh. What's the best way to go about getting gold keys? Huh.
I have 0 Evo points, man. That's not good. That would probably earn 0 respect points.
It earned like 208 or 125 or something like that.
Well, you know how many gold keys I get is probably about 10 per month. Now, if you can happen to do the Evo Cup and the Golden Cup and stuff, those give out a lot of gold keys. You almost have to do the bigger events to get a good amount of gold keys, but if you're not doing the paid stuff, more than likely you're not going to get that many gold keys. Yep. Rigby, hey, what's up, buddy?
With money, it's just a sheer factor of playing a lot and not spending on everything. I mean, that's really all there is to it. You can use betting if you're good at tuning and you know you can win, but you know, for us, I think for Denny and I, it's because we played a long time, we play a lot, and we save where we can. That's how you build up the money account.
Yeah, it takes a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, for example, if you want to switch back to my account real quick, Denny, that I'm running the showdown on, between races, you can see my money count, and I'm down to 18 million. This account at one point had 40 million. Okay, so it's not easy. It's not just because we play more and longer, we'll automatically be loaded. This is actually a very active account in a milestone crew, but I'm still low on money because, you know, I just can't keep up. It's just too much stuff recently. So we'll see it when the loading screen comes up. I mean, the lost screen, I should say. Yeah, right there. See, I'm at like 18.6. Is that 18.6? Yep. So I'm about 18.6. And I had 20 something this morning, but I had to build the DBX.
Yeah.
So there goes 4. And then I got to earn it back to it. So yeah, it's not easy. It gets used up real easily. And then if you're new and you're not making that kind of money yet in the game, it gets real tough to keep up. So
Stacy Ray, what car are you using to try and beat Victor? And do you have all the stage 6 parts in the car? Do you have a lot of fusions in the car? We don't really know exactly what you have going on here. So we need a little more information to let you know what you're going to need to do. Donna is not my girlfriend.
Oh, Insomnia's got a piece of information here that's pretty important. He says the stolen trophy thing has been fixed and
nice.
The token cap has been removed. I was so busy reading that I didn't launch my car. But, well, that's important. If they got rid of that token stealing glitch, that's a big thing for Showdown. I'm really happy to hear that. So, that's really good to know.
Victor's car is junk. Bunker is very correct. I will say this though, normally when somebody's stuck, all right, I don't know if you're going to give us the information, but normally when somebody's stuck, they just don't have enough parts put into their car. There's also a possibility that your tune could be a little better, or you could drive it a little better as far as the shift pattern that you're using. But generally, it always comes down to I don't have enough parts yet. Or I guess there's always a possibility that the car is just too slow if you pick the wrong car, but I don't think Victor is really that hard to beat, so most cars should be able to beat Victor.
Yeah, Victor can be beaten with the Nissan GTR again with no fusions, stage 5. I keep telling people that because that's the easiest way to get through him.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. When I found out, I was like telling everybody. Basically, I found that out. I started telling my crew members, and I said, listen, all you have to do is get a Nissan GTR to stage 5 with no fusions and you beat them.
Yeah, a few people have been having can't open my game problems one day and then the next day it worked fine, but it can never hurt to uninstall and reinstall lane. That's always a good thing to do as long as you got, everything, your game being saved. Every time I have big problems, that's what I do.
I think sometimes it's their server having some issues with your internet, and it just, one's not talking to the other kind of deal. So it just stays on that loading for a long time. I usually hard close the game and then test my Wi-Fi, restart, and try. Sometimes it fixes it. Other times I have to reinstall the game. You never know. But never try to load the game on bad connection. That's a big no-no with this game.
No, I don't hack the game. I don't want to lose my account. That would be bad for my YouTube channel. I'm just super stingy and yeah. I'm stingy, and then I'm even more stingy after that.
Well, when Mills had his thing was he had that 6,000 hour delivery thing. So he reached out to support, and they gave him 130k gold to fast upgrade it, right?
Yeah.
And he was on chat with me saying, I'm not going to do that. Why would I want to do that? I never had this much gold. I'm going to keep it. And then the first time he made a video after that, everybody was on his chat, on the comments saying, how did you hack the gold, Neil? The poor guy had to explain it like 100 times.
I can see how people would ask. I can definitely see how people would ask.
Oh, yeah. He had like 130k gold. I was like, man, I'm jealous. I wish I had that. That was great.
over. Oh, go ahead.
Support tells you to spend that gold, though. They actually tell you you must spend it. Yep.
If you don't, I don't know if they would do anything or not, but they do say, hey, don't keep this. You better spend it for what we gave it to you for.
Yep. That's what they tell you.
How do we feel about spending gold coins to get gas? Well, that's a great thing as long as you got the gold coins. Now, I refill my gas tank 1 or 2 times a day on average with gold. I mean, that's like 20 or 40 gold a day. Not too bad. The game gives you more than that per day. At least I get way more than that per day just from doing random basic stuff. Now, on Sundays, when I do my live stream, I spend about 200 gold just for that live stream. And I still always have more gold coming in than I'm spending, so don't spend too much gold, okay? Don't spend too much gold if you're running low or something, but it's definitely a good way to get some more races in and stuff. Now, I know some people that spend so much gold on gas, they're always broke and have nothing. And you really don't want to get to that point either. So,
yeah, I mean, the showdowns, unfortunately, is what's eating up my gold now.
Yeah.
Because, again, I'm trying to get through them. And 500 races, remember, you're talking 20 gold for every 10 races. So that's a lot of gold. If you're really burning through 500 races on gold, you're going to be out of gold real fast.
Yep.
But what can I do? My gas ads are not working. Actually, earlier I tried to click on it and nothing happened. I just went right back to the screen and I have to spend the gold anyway. So
nothing wrong with buying gas till it's purple. You just have to make sure you're not spending all of your gas. You know what I mean? All of your gold. I do the same thing. I buy gas till it's purple as well if I'm planning on racing for a long time.
yeah,
But
I mean,
usually once a week I do that though. You know what I mean?
yeah, I usually buy to purple myself. I understand, of course, if you don't buy to purple, your gas ads will trigger very quickly. But reality is, I find right now I'm not getting the gas ads anyway.
Yeah,
So
they don't
what's
work.
the point? Yeah, they don't work. So what's the point? I just put it to purple, and then at least I can get 25 races in straight without having to worry about it. Especially in Showdown, I just want to get them done. That's literally all I'm doing is just pumping through these races as quickly as I can.
Nolix, I was pretty surprised when I saw the Tempest stuff pop up after beating Shax. I had no idea that was going to be next, but that was a pleasant surprise. Except for I think I had to spend like 5 million game cash to buy the Elite license or whatever. That kind of sucked.
That really sucked. Yeah, I found out. If you have, we all found this out, but we found out if you have cars, money, and everything, they take it from you for that license. Okay, so for Tempest 1 particularly now, after I beat Shax, I usually like loaded on a little bit of cash. I would spend it all on upgrading cars that I was planning to upgrade anyway. Because at that point in the game, you usually have a lot of stuff you need to upgrade. I spend every penny, and I think I recorded it on one video or something, but I think my actual cost for the license was 100,000 or something pretty low. Because I was broke.
Yeah.
So they gave me a break.
Yeah, it goes by how much money you have saved up as to how much it costs, which is terrible. Dogface boy, have a great day, bud. Thanks for stopping by the stream. See you later.
So the bow lead actually wasn't that bad, Insomnia, because I already have the fusions. So it was just enough to pull through to get the stage 6s, which, while the drop rate kind of stunk, but it wasn't as terrible as I thought it would have been. It's a little bit closer to about 150 total in crates, but it wasn't like 300-400 in the old days kind of thing. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Parallel, yeah. Tempest 2. Oh, you beat Tempest 2 and 3 in less than a week? Tempest 3 took me a long time. I just didn't have a car. It took forever to get a car fast enough to beat the license and the boss. It took me almost a year, actually. When should I upgrade my Sesto? When you got the game cash, start throwing some parts into that car because it's an awesome one. Even on stage 5 only, as long as you get some fusion parts to throw in there, that's an awesome car for live racing. So if you need a tier 5 live racer, upgrade that as soon as possible. If you don't need a tier 5 live racer, I would probably let it set for a while until you got all kinds of extra cash, but I love that car.
Oh, Legends campaign is very painfully slow. You just have to be patient with it.
That took me a year and a half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Year and a half for sure for me, too. I mean, you want to always restore one car at a time. It's still more efficient than trying to restore 3 cars at a time.
That is true. I always did one at a time because
it
takes too long. It wasn't even really the restore. My main problem for me was the fact that Donna would not give me that last stage 6 part I needed for that Lamborghini to... One day I opened a bronze crate for free and bam, stage 6 for that Lamborghini, and I finished the last Legends race. That was great.
I remember I showed why I still have really easy races for for the Legend Cup. I showed that in another stream with my because what I'm planning to do is literally I plan to restore enough cars, build them enough, and then blow through all of the Legend races up to getting the Countach all at once. instead of trying to do a piece at a time, which is what most people do. But the payoff on that is my Legend Token Cup races are a joke. They're really funny how easy they are. I showed you that at the last time, right?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I mean, literally, actually, you know what? Let me jump out real quick, see if I have that up right now. That'll be fun to watch it again. It's actually funny how easy you can run the Legend Cup for the tokens, and the Legend Token Cup, I mean.
That's a bummer if people are still stealing trophies. I mean, somebody said that glitch got fixed. I hope it's not happening, because that's a sucky glitch. That's a really,
I mean, one, I don't know how people even figured it out, but two, the people that use that's really wrong. Look, you can't, if you're losing, you're losing. If you're winning, you're winning, right? Just play. I mean, come on. That's kind of ridiculous.
Is the Legends Countach any good? And
it actually is.
They changed it though. Someone was saying it sucks now. I don't really know. That somebody was saying it used to be able to beat all the Tempest races and stuff, and now it can't.
Oh no, I was saying that. Yeah, they changed it. They updated it so it doesn't sprint as well. But on the other hand, it's pretty good with the whatchamacallit, live racing. So the NSXR in this particular setting, and this car is not specially upgraded or anything. It's just my Legend so easy, I literally don't have to try. This is every one of my trials this easy. Okay, and I'll show you why real quick, and then I'll go back into Showdown because I think LOL is looking for me. But the reason why this is... Yeah, go ahead, Danny.
Someone wants to know which boss cars they should max. We'll get to that in just a second after Max is done with this here.
Yeah. The only reason I have such easy trials is because I never finished a twin test. I literally just stopped playing it because I was pissed off at Legends anyway, and said, I'm just going to restore cars. I don't care. And then every time I ran this thing, I'm like, why is this so easy? Why am I not having any problems with this? And then I realized when I tried on other accounts, this is the reason. By not finishing twin tests, the game gives you very, very easy legend trials for tokens. So you don't have to struggle to get those tokens, because these races are pretty tough when it's not super easy like this. Not that they're super hard, but you know what I mean. They're not easy. All right, so again, I'm spending more. That's painful. Every time I spend gold for gas, it hurts me. But
all right, so boss cars. Personally, there's only a couple boss cars that I would spend my, that are worth putting your resources into. One is the Sesto Elemento. Milia's LBM4 is kind of cool. I mean, I don't really drive that anymore, but it's a nice car. The little Lotus, the little tier 2 Lotus is pretty awesome.
Fenzig Siege.
Yeah, Fenzig Siege 360 Cup or whatever it is. That thing kicks some butt. Snake's Ford Focus Trackster and the 1.5 Civic VTEC. I like both of those a lot. What else? Some people say Summer C4 is a really good little car, but I've never really messed with that one.
The 4C? I don't really like it. The regular 4C is actually more of I think a better tier 2, in some ways than that Summer's car. But I could be wrong.
Now, I'm not really sure if I would bother to upgrade any of the other boss cars. Now, Donna's F50 is pretty nice. It's nothing spectacular, but a lot of people seem to like that one a lot. I've never messed with mine. I didn't have a reason to. The F40 is actually a lot better. Is there anything else?
Kia.
That one's not.
That's 15.
That one's not so great though.
No, that car is not good, but it does look cool. S15 Sylvia. I was kind of sad that it sucked so bad. because the car looks so good. I wanted to use it.
Now the little Golf GTI is okay.
Oh, Conduit's GTI.
Yeah, but it's actually not that much better than the regular Golf, to tell you the truth. Except for the fact that it's got purple stars.
Actually,
But,
I think the regular GTI might be faster.
Yeah, they're very similar. They're very similar in time, so I was a little disappointed with it. But those are really the only ones that I would upgrade as far as the boss cars go. I would let the rest set.
Now, that's the whole time 20 thing, Danny. I think that's a good question, right? So on the gold key, if you ever look at the gold key rates, it says that you have 10% chance of getting a 5-star car. If they really made it time 20, that wouldn't make any sense. Okay, because 20 times the 10% is too big a number. It's too much. So I always thought that the times 20 is more the chance of you pulling that particular car on a 5-star pull compared to other cars. So I wouldn't necessarily call it deceptive advertising, but that's the feeling I'm getting, because I don't really see my chances being that much greater. You know what I mean?
I don't know exactly how that works, but you're 20 times more likely to get it or something. That's all we know.
I think that makes more sense than 20% or 20 times the chance of getting it. I know that's not true, because we all know we pull the loyalty for the stupid car quite often. So there's no way that's greater than 10%. So I think it's 20 times the chance of getting that particular car is what I think it is.
1982 Sparky says he has a real Mark 1 Golf like Conduits. That's sweet. My buddy used to have one too. I used to love that little car.
Oh, well, did you even find me yet?
I haven't heard any problems about people having issues with the crew hangouts.
I have not. I don't think I've had any issues.
Yeah, the crew garages, no problems for me on that one. I don't think a modder can screw up your crew. I think they can only mess with their own account. I wouldn't think a modder could do that to you guys, but I don't really know for sure. But I highly doubt a modder can mess up your crew garage. What do you think on that one, Max?
That's really hard to say. I mean, it's possible. But I don't know. I mean, I really don't know.
Redline it. No, I wouldn't mess with that Porsche. The orange Porsche. I upgraded mine and I was really disappointed with it. I mean, it's okay, but it can barely win a live race and it's just not a great car. Porsche parts aren't that easy to get, I guess.
Yeah, the Porsche parts are always hard to get. That's going to be the problem.
All right, guys, we're about to hit 3 hours here, and I need to pop off of here. I know we said we were only going to go about another half an hour, and we ended up going an extra hour, so you guys got a little bit of extra time here. 3 hour stream. I'm tired. I need to eat here pretty soon. I'm just starting to feel blah. So I mean,
yeah. It's about that time. I'm gonna go and do some Macarena.
Yeah, he's gonna do the Macarena. But the Mech Arena, it's a video game like a mech, like a robot, Mech Arena. But every time he says it, I think he's saying Macarena. So
and my son says that. My friend said it when I mentioned it to them. You're playing what? You're playing the Macarena. What the hell are you doing? I thought that was an old dance. Nobody does that anymore. You're outdated.
But thanks so much, guys, and thanks to the moderators for coming out and helping to make sure nothing goes haywire in the channel. It was awesome chatting with you guys, but yeah, we got to call this one quits. I think it's been a long stream, and it's been a lot of fun, and we really do appreciate all of you guys. It's always a blast.
Yep. Thank you guys for joining us. It was a pleasure. And we'll catch you again next time on another live stream.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. And you all have a great day and a great week. And hopefully I'll see you guys on Sunday. Maybe I'll see you guys Sunday on my live racing live stream where I'll race some of y'all. But until then, y'all have a great day or night or whatever it is where you're at. All right. Catch you all later.